Hey! Where are you taking me?
Out of town so you don't go to jail, moron!
Ow! Ugh. Oh!
We should be safe in here.
Wait, didn't I...
Hurry up and get in here, stupid!
Oh, right.
Idiot! What is wrong with you? You do know stealing food is illegal, right?
I don't know. I just thought...
Well, maybe next time you shouldn't think. Mr.
Oh, I'm Hiro. Hiro Shijinko.
Actually, I was gonna call you Dipstick.
Wait, your name is Hero? Alright, someone up there is fucking with me.
Oh, right. That's the Tome of Tales. He's my pet book who makes me things out of magic.
Oi! Piss off, you pencil-dick jizz-sock! I am the cerebral remnants of an ancient and omnipotent djinn. Though I am but a fragment, I still contain unfathomable power. I am a being older than time. I exist in this reality and all others simultaneously.
Yeah. Sorry, he talks a lot.
I will peel your cock like a fucking potato!
Wait, you're serious? That book can really talk?
I'll explain as we go. We may have to hide out for a while, so let's try and find a safe place somewhere in this forest. I have more experience as an adventurer than you, so you should probably follow my lead. This way! Whoa!
Oh, hey. Watch out, great adventurer. You almost fell in a cow patty.
Man, I hope we find something soon. It's getting really dark.
Oh, look. All you had to do was bitch about it and your wish came true. And you indeed need to.
There. That should be good for the night. Alright. So... you never told me your name earlier.
You're right. I didn't.
Oh.
My name is Chitoge Kawaguchi. I'm 17 and a senior at Kuwabara High School. You want my blood type and a list of my dislikes too?
Oh, well, nice to meet you, Chitoge. And thanks for all your help. But shouldn't you be heading home? It's getting late.
I can't.
Why not?
Because... Look, all you need to know is that I ran away from home. I lost control. I'd been holding it back for so long. I mean, I knew it was bad, but I wasn't expecting it to... I'm too dangerous. I couldn't risk anyone else getting hurt. So I ran away to find a cure. All you need to know is either a great power or a terrible curse lives inside me.
Inside.
I'm going to bed.
What did I do? Oh, awesome! You brought a tent for us.
No, I didn't.
Damn, son! I didn't even think it was possible to slam a tent.
Well, gee, I'm glad at least you're amused.
Are you kidding? If I had a dick, I'd be bleeding rock hard right now.
Aw, he's so cute. When he's sleeping. Wow! Get up, you bum! I'm hungry.
Yeah. We didn't really eat yesterday. I'm pretty hungry myself.
Oh, would you quit bitching? God, that's all it is with you two. I'm hungry, I'm tired, where are we going? Oh, please, God, help me, it hurts. Oh, Christ, they're eating me alive.
Wait, what?
Oh, sorry, different group of adventurers.
Wait, Book, you can create stuff, right? Because you're a genie or whatever. Why don't you make me some green tea mochi ice cream? Ooh, or a chocolate cheesecake!
I'll try?
Oh, here, let me help.
Sinbad thrust his blade into the crashing waves and pulled forth a creature from the briny sea.
Ew! What is wrong with you?
Well, I'm sorry. They didn't exactly have cheesecakes 1,000 fucking years ago.
Well, we can always start looking for quests to make money for food.
Looking for You know, most people call them jobs.
Well, yeah. But quest sounds cooler.
Whatever, as long as there's no bullshit montage or anything.
Hello, hello. Oh, there goes my mic. Nice. We might as well go ahead and get this started. Did you like the BRB screen? I did it myself. Can you tell? No, I'm still experimenting with the stream setup and changing things and moving things around. So let me know what you think about that. I'm still trying to like hone things in. Hey, Leslie, excited, baby girl. But yeah, welcome to the stream. All right, really quick blurb time. So this is a stream for me working on my series, Homesick Adventures, yada, yada, yada. I can actually now say that if you don't know what the show is, you can just look at the BRB screen because it's literally just an infinite scroll of my own egomania playing on an infinite loop forever. I might just leave the stream up indefinitely so you could just play Homesick Adventures in like infinitum. Getting messages. The BRB screen was very nice. And how's your day been? My day is going well. Oh crap! I forgot to post this on Discord. I'll do that in a minute. My day's going well. Kind of got a bit of a late start, but we cleaned up. We showed off the house to a new potential roommate. So. Starting that process again. It's going to be a lot of fun, but enough about me. Let's talk more about me. So, pulling up my notes. Yeah, as I mentioned, we got a new BRB screen. Another thing that's happened since last time is the other day, I was out celebrating with friends. I was out celebrating the fact that I'm no longer employed with friends. Came back at 2 o'clock in the morning and drunkenly was playing some VR, and they weren't watching me, and I accidentally punched the back of my monitor. The monitor's fine, but my finger still hurts to this day. So it's been an interesting couple of days. But no, it was super fun. I mean, we didn't get too ratchet. It wasn't because I was drinking. It was literally because I couldn't see, and I got way too into it. I don't do VR very often, and my space is not really optimized for it. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the project that I'm working on. So last time, we worked on some 3D environments. And with the purposes of being used as backdrops, and I'm going to paint over them and use them in the pixel art style. Between streams, oof, hope your finger gets better soon. Yeah, me too. I was really worried because it's my mouse clicking finger, and I was like, am I going to be able to work for a while? But it's totally fine. I just can't put too much pressure on it, but clicking the mouse seems fine. And I got a tablet if worst comes to worst. But anyway, last time we were doing some 3D backdrops, and between streams, I actually put a little bit more progress against them. Please don't worry about the nuke. This is not foreshadowing for anything. But no, I did some more work on some more of the environments. Let me pull up the list. So as I mentioned last time, we got through pretty much all of the essential ones, all the ones that absolutely are like non-negotiable. So now I'm actually moved on to the scenes that are less important, and I could cut, and the episode wouldn't be any worse off for it. But I actually got a lot of progress on these. These went pretty fast. I think I've finally gotten to the point where I've hit my stride with at least with the backgrounds, and I feel like I'm producing stuff a lot faster. So this scene is, I'll get to that in a second. Where is it? No, wait, yeah. So that scene is this one where the characters are tied up and he's trying to defuse a bomb and hilarity ensues. I got a first pass on it. I'm getting to the point where I'm just like, I don't need to spend a ton of time on this. I will make it look good, and then anything else I will paint over and make look nice later. So we got the bomb one. Hide that. And I did the same thing as I did last time, where I built a generic environment and then built the variations over top just to save me some time. Here's the spike trap one, which you saw a peek of. Where is it? Which one is it? Yeah. That one. So the idea behind this is like, I'm just like hyper overemphasizing the idea that the path for them to get to the college that they're trying to get to is extremely treacherous, like to a ridiculous degree. And so I had the idea of doing like a Super Meat Boy environment puzzle. So I'm literally just this isn't quite done. I'll put more time against this, but I just threw together some saw blades and spike traps and stuff like that. It's like like Super Meat Boy, like a very deadly traversal puzzle. The next one I'm calling condoms, because it's literally just a giant mountain of used needles and condoms that our character falls into. And then, the last version is the little room where they're tied up to the nuke. So I did all those. So I will... these aren't quite done. Let's see. The condoms one I'll call done, sure. The Super Meat Boy one definitely needs more work. And the tied up, which is the bomb, I could probably put more against that. But the idea is, let me spend some time wrapping up these ones that don't have as much work put into them. I've got a couple. These are the last two environments that I have to do. These are going to be pretty quick. But then after that, I'm going to go back over all of these and start adding just rudimentary textures, just like a first pass, adding materials to the 3D, so we can finally call the backgrounds done enough to use and get started using. And if I really need to make more changes, I can do that. And then we could actually start animating the fucking episode, finally. But yeah, those are, let's see, that's pretty much my plan for the day. I should be able to get through all the modeling today, and at least most of the texturing. If we're really, really lucky, I could get through all the texturing, and we could do a little bit of painting and experimenting with that. Sorry, taking a quick note. Experiment with changing the resolution for the characters in the scene. I'll know what that means later. So we're gonna validate the workflow and see if this all works out. But yeah, if all goes according to plan today, the plan for next time is gonna be just an A sprite, just doing animations, just getting this stuff looking crisp and sexy. Okay, so I flapped my gums enough. Why don't we get down to the nitty gritty? Actually, my finger is already starting to hurt. This is going to be a lot of fun. But let me throw on some tunage. Ooh. Crisp and sexy like you. Man, I'm taken. I'm flattered. No. You're good. Fuck. Oh, man. I didn't unmute the audio. Why is my desktop music is not playing. Hold on. I hear music, but do you guys hear music? Oh, it's really, really quiet. No wonder. That's so weird. All right, whatever. The music's probably fine. Anyway, yeah, let me know if the music's not fine. I'll make adjustments to it. Or I'll pick a different song or whatever. I would say you guys can make requests for songs if you want, but I am casting to places that don't play so kindly with that. So if you got royalty-free music you want to share, I could play that. Okay. Anyway, let's look back at what we're building. So I want to do more with the Super Meat Boy stuff. I want to make this more elaborate and ridiculous. The condoms one. I mean, I can give this, like, put this on an actual sign, and I can make this pile bigger and maybe add some texture to it, but I think this is mostly good. And the bomb one just needs like a love pass, just like details. This one probably needs the most work, so maybe I'll do this one first. Or Obsidian says, just trying to eat some lunch, and the darn nudge spikes show their faces again. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Man, you've been dealing with this for a while. I know you said you had a doctor's appointment coming up. Hopefully that helps. How's the volume of my stream? I suck at balancing. No, your stream is good, dude. Your stream, I was actually kind of jealous. Your audio levels are much better than mine. You need to share your secrets with me. Okay, anyway, let's work on the bomb scene. I don't think it's going to take too much, but let's try and zhuzh it up a little bit. Oops. Oh, there's a light there. That's right. Obsidian Aurora. Apparently, I screwed up the dates, and I didn't have an appointment yesterday. I have it on the 30th of next month. Oh, well, that's not ideal, but hopefully that still helps at some point. Lazily excited. I could tell you what I have them at. I don't know my headset mic at the same as yours. No, I am using a blue snowball for my microphone, and I'm using wireless headphones, so my setup is a little goofy. But yeah, if you got any hot tips, I'd love to hear them. This room is too empty. Let's first and foremost, I don't know if I want it to be trapdoor or sliding doors, but I'll just start with the trapdoors that I already built first and foremost. 90. Obsidian Aurora. No, this is not ideal, especially since my doctor told me to stop taking my medications until the appointment, and my doctor has been replaced with another one. Yeah, that's definitely not ideal. That sucks. Is there any reason why they got replaced? I mean, I presume there's a reason, but is there a good reason? And I guess the doors will just be sliding doors. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. This is for... I don't want to call it a throwaway scene, but this is not, like, essential to the plot. It's a gag. So let's not spend too much time on it. Obsidian Aurora. Apparently, she was a temporary transfer from another hospital. Ah, that's annoying. That really sucks. Let's put out a window. Sorry, I'm trying to think this through. I should also mention that I do have a hard stop in about 3-ish hours. So this isn't going to be the longest stream, but we should still have time to get done everything that I mentioned. Lazily excited. I use OBS and I don't touch my microphone input. I turned my laptop down to minus 9.9 decibels. I also have my Spotify a little over half volume. Yeah, the annoying thing about my mic setup is that I keep getting to the point where like the volume keeps changing on the microphone. Like some days it'll be clipping like crazy, and then other days I'm like, I can't hear it at all. And I've changed nothing, so I have to keep adjusting the volume on OBS side. And I always just eyeball the sound of the volume, especially considering I do stuff in other editors. Like, I want you guys to be able to hear the sounds out of DaVinci Resolve and stuff. So I don't want to... I need to constantly adjust the volume. Okay. And... But yeah, as always, let me know if anything is bad or needs adjustment, and I will do my best to facilitate. We did have like network issues last time, and there's not really much I can do about that except for end the stream and start it over again. So you were a fancy man. I literally just used my laptop and a cheap headset. Yeah, you know what's funny is this microphone that I'm using isn't even the best mic that I have access to. This microphone was given to me as a gift by an old roommate who was moving out. Well, a gift is weird to say. He didn't need it anymore, and he was moving out, so he was just like, do you want this? So gift is probably the wrong word. But I've been using this mic for a number of years. My brother actually got me a pretty decent microphone and a input interface that I should be using. I just don't. It's got technical problems with it that I need to get repaired, so I can't use that. It's a hand-me-down. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you're referring to what you have or what I have. But yes, mine is definitely a hand-me-down. But it's worked so far. Yes, mine is 100% a hand-me-down. But I do have a good one. In fact, it's the good microphone is like sitting in a box, and I'm looking right at it. It's like mocking me. Okay, so what else do I need in this room? So it's like a terminal, and he's cutting wires. Maybe I'll create the wires. Yeah, because we're going to have a close-up on that. This should be pretty quick. I need to start using shortcuts more. So what was it? 3 to go to that? Yeah. Oops, not what I meant to do. Extrude faces. Do it in. Extrude again. What is the shortcut to cut again? I need that. Socks friends. I think the reason I love Blender because I can watch a masterpiece that should be put in a museum and I'll find out it was made by a 13-year-old that made it in 2 months. Yep. Are you calling me a 13-year-old? God, I wish I was 13 again. I mean, not for the social reasons, but for my back and my hair. Lazily excited. I wouldn't be able to use a mic that isn't on my headset because I move too much. I would sound like I'm running around the room and gets louder and quieter. You know, I think I mostly agree with you. The only problem with me in particular is I'm such a well, I've got a loud voice that carries pretty far, so as long as I've got a decent condenser mic, it pretty much works no matter where I'm at. The other thing is hot mic terrifies me. Like the idea of like, oh, I stepped across the room and then I said something that was a little uncouth. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything like racist or like fucked up or anything like that, but there's some things you don't want the public to know necessarily, especially when it's being recorded for a VOD. Oh my god, this is a fucking nightmare. Like when I go here and I say like, you know, Blender's bullshit. I hate it. I can't stand this fucking program. Anybody who works on this program is bullshit. They might not be so inclined to sponsor me. Oh my god, this is a fucking nightmare. All right, hold on a second. By increment? Okay. If I sound kind of jazzed up, I apologize. I'm on coffee number 2. Oof. Something that might behoove a band. Yes. And yes, you were using behoove correctly. Congratulations. Welcome to the club. Man, I've been laughing about that since you told me that. Oh, shortcut. The other day. Yes, you used it correctly. Let's just throw a bunch of edge loops in there. Doesn't matter. We just want some happy little edge loops. I do think that's way too big, though. It's a wire, it's supposed to be. Okay, I'm legit wasting time on this. Oh my god! I just tried using it as a replacement for a verb. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much how you use it. I have to Google it. I don't know, man. I just kind of words just kind of work with me. I'm a terrible speller, but my vocabulary is kind of silly. I mean, I don't want to brag or anything, but I feel like I have a pretty decent vocabulary. No. Oh, no. Let's go to object mode, and let's make a few copies. And I'll just I'm overthinking this. I'm way overthinking this. Here, let's leave this one. Let's leave this one be. And that'll be my template in case I fuck up. Perfunctorily is a word I love. I actually don't. I believe I've heard that word. I just don't know what it means. I never get to use it though. That's the thing, is there's so much about the English language that is just like the English language is a landfill of like dead words that nobody ever uses anymore. Perfunctorily, yes. Okay. Socks friends, this vexes me. Yeah. Oh damn it! I gotta turn the snapping off. X. I gotta bring it down. I really wish I could put the multi-chat on screen because I feel like I'm playing telephone between you guys. You guys are on two different platforms and you're having a conversation through me. Lazily excited. It just means something is down mindlessly or routinely. Oh, very nice. Oh, it means something is done mindlessly, perfunctorily. Obsidian Aurora. Speaking about interesting language facts, did you know that the word lord or lady comes from the Old English word for bread keeper and bread maker? I did not know that, but that does remind me of stuff like what is it? Well, it reminds me of how like surnames were formed, especially in Europe. Like your surname was almost always just your job. But the other thing that's really interesting is the word. Lazily excited said the word master came from me. Came from me. Yeah, the word boss came from lazily excited. One interesting linguist thing I learned was that what's it? So we have words for, like, you talk about beef as cow meat, but then there's also the word for cow. And the reason there's a distinction is because, and I'm going to mess this up because I'm multitasking, I think things like poultry, bovine, boar, that sort of thing, are more French influenced. And words like beef... No, wait, sorry, I got it the other way around. All right, I'm gonna put my hands up for 1 second so I can think. Gosh, I hate those guys. What, the French? So the word poultry is, I believe, the more French version, because when the French were ruling over the English, the more French influenced version referring to a chicken was poultry, and the more English version was chicken. And the reason it was these distinctions is that the French were the royalty, and they would only ever interact with things like chicken or beef when it's in its food state. Whereas people like the English or the Anglo-Saxons, who were more like serfs and servants of the French ruling class, were always dealing with animals in the animal portion. So that's why we have a distinction between cow versus beef, chicken versus poultry. I'm very much probably not expressing that very well, but that's my understanding of it. That's why we have those two different sides of how to address relatively the same thing. But then there's also like if you look at other languages, Japanese comes to mind. Like they just have one word for all birds, tori. Like chicken, guinea fowl, ducks. It all refers to. They might have like specific versions of it, but the word for bird is just tori, like basically no matter what. Socks friend, I'm just gonna go eat some pizza. See you later. All right, well, thanks for hanging out. Enjoy your pizza. Obsidian Aurora. Now that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it's interesting when you start to break down linguists. Language is interesting. Let's put it that way. All right, let me make some progress here. I was just like, this is going to be super fast. And then we started talking about, like, the history of English. God, I cannot get this music. See, Lazily, this is exactly what I was talking about. I can never get the music volume quite right. Because either it's too loud in my ear or I feel like it's probably going to be too loud for you guys. But I think I got it at a good point. All right. I'm not going to overthink this anymore. I'm just going to take this. Obsidian Aurora. Another thing I learned, the Spanish word for bread, pan, comes from the Latin word for bread, pana. Yes, I think I did hear that at some point. I'm terrible at Spanish. Did you know the Japanese word for bread is a loan word from Spanish? They also say pan. Lizzie, excited. YouTube might be able to hear it, though. Oh, you can't hear it at all? Okay. Well, no, it's all the same feed, so it should be the same volume. How is that? I turned it up a little bit. Let me know if the audio is not correct. Or could use adjustment, or could be better. Whatevs. I'm cool with... I did this the absolute dumbest fucking way. I need to name these. Obsidian Aurora. Now that's interesting. Also, do you know how old the lemonade is? I'm not... I gotta be honest, I'm not super familiar with the history of lemonade. Lemonade. The reason I keep having Japanese on the brain, I think it's because I've been thinking about studying again. And in fact, I might do another Twitch stream that is just me studying Japanese. If you guys are interested in that, interested in watching me embarrass myself, let me know. Oh, for the love of liberty, autocorrect, how do you mess up sentences either way? The oldest lemonade recipe dates all the way back to dates back to Egypt. Interesting. Liz excited. Do you know how to make it so I can't hear... Do you know how to make it so I can't hear my mic in OBS? I can hear myself when I have OBS open. Yes. If you... I don't know if I want to... No, actually, I can't share the screen because it's got chat from... Dude, Twitch is such a fucking pain in the ass sometimes. I can't put my OBS on screen because it's got multi-chat in it, so Twitch might throw a fit. Oh, maybe... Let me try something. Oh, okay, so cool. I can show this. So if you go to any of your inputs, like, you know, I've got my audio input capture, that's for my mic. If you open up open up the advanced audio properties, you'll see here where it says audio monitoring. This is my mic, and I have monitor off. So if I were to turn this on, you'd probably start hearing an echo, and I'd be able to hear myself. But yeah, and then I have everything else set to monitor and output, depending on what I need. Oh my god. Let's just give this some variance. Yeah, I need to stop dicking around. You guys are too entertaining. I can't help but be distracted and talk to you. Fucking be distracted and talk to you guys. Yeah, I have that already. Oh, interesting. So you have your mic set to monitor only, but you still hear yourself. I need to find another solution. Interesting. Yeah. I don't know. You might have mic input coming from something else. Like, well, okay, so you're using a headset mic, right? Presumably your laptop also has a microphone built into it, so maybe double check that that's not playing something in the background. Obsidian Aurora. And did you know that the sourdough bread also dates back to Egypt, but the sourdough bread the Egyptians made were also like tortillas and bread? I didn't know that specifically, but one thing that's interesting is I've eaten Ethiopian food before, and Ethiopian food is, well, first of all, it's insanely delicious. I highly recommend it if you ever want to try something really different. Lazily excited. Did someone mention sourdough? Yes, somebody in YouTube mentioned sourdough. Ethiopian food is there are a lot of sauces and so the type of Ethiopian food I have access to in America, let's just say that. It was a lot of sauces and dipping sauces, and they have this flatbread, which is like a super fermented bread. It's almost like spongy paper. But yeah, you basically take that and you scoop up whatever like lentil dish or what have you and eat it with this bread. Have you ever heard of the oven roasted double toasted microwave sandwich? No, I don't think I've ever heard of that. Please tell me about it. I am gonna have to. I can already tell. I'm gonna have to take a break take a break from. Damn it! Oh, I hit X. No wonder it's snapping. Fuck. Because my finger's already starting to hurt a bit. I can do like this and offset them a little bit. I added it to my tab on my channel. What, the sandwich? There we go. Now we've got a giant mess of wires. This is going to be a pain in the ass to draw. Oh, nice. You should link the actual recipe. You should do like a cooking tutorial of it. Just like make that your whole platform personality. Obsidian Aurora, and you know the strawberries that we have today turned down, they are a cross between European strawberries and South American strawberries. Yeah, I know that a lot of modern fruits are basically hybridized in a lot of weird ways. Yep, fingers starting to hurt. Lazily excited. It described it so I don't have to keep to type it again. You know what you could do is you could do a you know those slash no, sorry, the exclamation point thing where you can put it in chat and then it'll like do a thing. It'll fill out a thing for you. It'll like do something in the chat. You could do like exclamation point sandwich or whatever, and then it'll just auto post a message that says like all that, so you don't have to keep saying it. Ooh, I know what to do with this. I don't want to put it over the trap door, so this is like the front cover to the that where the wires came from. Oh, I also realized I need the timer. Obsidian Aurora add strawberry comes from the old German word for earthberry. That makes sense. I mean, they literally grow in the ground. Lazily excited. How do I get those? I think... Let me be careful about this, actually. Okay, so I pulled up my multi-chat app, but I don't want to... Okay, so I'm not showing the chat. I'm just showing the app. I think that's okay. So I use Caster Labs Caffeinated. It's pretty good. There's some bugs with it, but I guess they're going to release some updates. But if you go into the chat box section and go under commands, you see I've got examples for like song and shout out and stuff. And then if you add one, you could say when someone on any platform types or says or run or does this command, which is this command, then put out this message. All right, I'm going to get this off screen so I don't get in trouble with Twitch. How do you get those? Do I have any? I have one that should be... I have one on a timer. Why is that not showing? What? Okay, I have one on a timer that's supposed to display a message every, like, 600 seconds. But it's not going. Obsidian Aurora, no, it's because strawberries, before they were domesticated, berries grew very close to the ground. No. That's what I'm saying is strawberries do grow very close to the ground. And I know they do because we have strawberries in our garden. Strawberries are actually a really weird plant. They actually grow horizontally along the ground. And what they do is they put out like runners. So if you plant a strawberry, it'll start growing horizontally. And then it'll burrow back into the dirt. And then if you cut that line between the two of them, they will grow as two separate plants. Leslie excited. Is it free? Yes. Caster, what is this called? Caster Labs Caffeinated is free. And they have a Discord server where you can report bugs, and the developer is super, super responsive. So, despite the jank of the app, I appreciate that they're at least still actively developing it, and they're willing to help you and have an active community. So, yeah, I recommend it. Yeah, we have strawberries in our garden, but they haven't produced any fruit yet, unfortunately. Let me bevel this. Oh, maybe not quite that much. Something like that. And we need a big timer on it because there's going to be a timer display. I didn't know that. Obsidian Aurora, I did not know that. Now that's interesting. Yeah, I got into gardening this year, and so I learned a lot about a lot of different plants. So if you need gardening advice, I got a bunch of useless knowledge I'm willing to throw around. Let me save. So he's going to be crouched here, cutting wires. Maybe I should do the ropes for that. I'll do the light bulb. And I'll put some other, like, junk around the room or something like that. Thinking. Okay, Ah, fucker. What are you doing? I talk about my garden and how much I've gotten into gardening and how all the useless knowledge I have, but man, my garden is not doing amazing. I know a lot of stuff now, but I'm not really good at applying the knowledge. Useless knowledge, agriculture is one of the most useful pieces of knowledge in human humanity has ever discovered. I agree. I don't know. There's like this weird need to like dismiss your own capabilities. I feel like that's a very, I don't want to say it's a Western thing, but I don't know. There's something about, maybe it's a need for humility, but it's like, oh, you motherfucker. What is going on? Oh, because I have to. Okay, so I did it twice, so let me undo. There is this need to minimize one's own accomplishments. And I don't have a good reason as to why. Alright, let's add the bevel modifier. I just realized I didn't apply the bevel modifier to the other one either. Okay, so that's going to be our timer. That's good enough. You know, maybe I'll cheat it a little bigger, just so it's easier to see from a distance. What I'm talking about is we have this big scene where he's like trying to defuse a bomb, and then we get a close-up of the wires, and a close-up of him, close-up of the timer. And even so, I got to be mindful of like, even though I didn't draw the timer anywhere else, it's like, well, I'm going to need to show it eventually. It's one of those things where it's like, ah, crap, I didn't think of that. I forgot where I read this, but I remember reading a study about the reason why people discredit their work. It's because they believe it's not good enough or should be better. I can agree with that. The one thing I would say is, I always assumed that this was like a personal problem, like something that I dealt with, but other people didn't. Because I'm a massive perfectionist, as you may have observed while I've been working on this stuff. But yeah, maybe everybody feels that a little bit, which is really sad though, because it's a lot easier to recognize other people's accomplishments and not our own. I think this is pretty good. Let me here. How do I want to say this? Console. Sorry, let me answer a quick text. Lizzie excited said, I know a lot about not taking compliments. I have mastered it. Yeah, dude. Well, it's so much easier to. I don't know. Maybe it's like a public psychology thing, but it's like, again, we are conditioned to be humble for the sake of the collective. I hate to say it that way, but that's kind of the best way to put it. And it's easier to just to discredit your accomplishments as opposed to finding that nuanced balance between recognizing your own accomplishments and giving yourself credit, but also not going too far and being arrogant about it. That's a really tricky balance to find. So it's easier and more socially acceptable just to say, nah, I made shit. This is garbage. This is terrible. I can do better. But it's also not good for your mental health. Obsidian Aurora, always remember you are your own worst self-critic because on the outside, no one will see your process aside from yourself. That's true, except in the case where you streamed yourself working on the entire thing. But yeah, no, this is something I've struggled with for many, many years because I'm such a perfectionist, and I have been since I was a little kid. On the one hand, like, I recognize my abilities and I recognize like what I do well, but I'm also someone who will settle for absolutely nothing less than the absolute pinnacle. Lazily excited. The reason why I do it is because daddy issues. I shouldn't laugh at that because I don't know how serious you're being, but there's something about the phrase daddy issues that always just tickles me. Obsidian Aurora, I was talking about the mental process, not the physical process, and also the reason why for us humans loneliness is deadly is because if you were rude in your tribe, you would be kicked out. Yes, 100%. And that's an interesting distinction that you point out. Like, you're not necessarily talking about the physical process. You're talking about what might be going on inside. Like, I could be streaming this whole thing and being as open with you guys as possible, but then stuff like Jungian psychology jumps in, where it's like, well, maybe I'm not telling you guys everything that I'm going through. I'm definitely not telling you guys everything that I'm going through. Maybe I'm not even aware of a lot of the issues that I'm dealing with myself. But, yeah, it's impossible. And it's one of those things where it's like, it's really easy to get caught up in, like, trauma sharing. Not trauma sharing, what's the word? Comparing your trauma to other people's. It's like, oh, well, you had a better childhood, therefore you shouldn't complain, that sort of thing. And that's also a really dangerous mentality because it others. Lately excited. Mainly joking, don't worry. Okay, good. I cope with comedy, so it's okay to laugh. Okay. It's one of those things where it's like, in every joke, there's an ounce of truth. Man, we're getting real deep into the psychology today. Let's talk about something funny. Jesus. No, I'm kidding. We can talk about whatever. Just so long as everybody's comfortable. I can't afford therapy right now, so this is the closest thing I'm going to get. I don't know what shape I'm doing. I'm just trying not to build anything else. I'm just trying to be lazy. Obsidian Aurora. Yeah, comparing the things that you've gone through, especially the bad things, is probably not good for your own or other people's mental health. No, 100%. And it gets really complicated. It gets very into the weeds of like, well, there's a lot to unpack there. And I'm not gonna, hold on. I need to focus for a couple minutes. And I also never responded to that text. Lizzie excited. There's a song lyric that says that just because someone has it worse doesn't mean you can't complain. Yep, and that's 100% true. Obsidian Aurora, because that makes people that have gone through not as bad things feel guilty because they still feel bad about minor things and vice versa. And the other thing is, the other thing I should have mentioned is, like, trauma isn't a fucking competition. Like, it's okay. Like, one person's yuck is another person's yum, all that stuff. Like, who's to say that what you're going through is less valid just because it could be worse? That doesn't mean it wasn't bad. Luckily excited. His grandpa fought in a war, but the singer only has some anxiety. But the singer only has some anxiety, but they can both make you feel bad. No, 100%. I keep saying the phrase 100%. It's my new behoove. The song is The World's Smallest Violin, AJR. Nice. The World's Smallest Violin. That's great. Here, and I'll use some of this too, just to make some quick greebles. I really do need to move on from this room, but I also want it to look decent. What's the angle? I think the angle I found was like... Oh, I can't see because of the fucking window. There's something like that, so you can see the goal behind him. So let's just assume you can see that. Can't see any of this, so I'll move these around. Here, let's put this one... Sorry, I'll catch up with chat in just a second. I just want to make sure I do this well. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. Silly goose. People hate them, but their lyrics are extremely deep. I don't understand the hate. Oh, yeah, I never heard of them. What, HAR? Is that short for something, or is that just the name of the artist? Obsidian Aurora, just because it could be worse doesn't mean that the bad thing isn't bad. And I don't get the whole trauma competition. Like, why are we trying to one-up each other in how many bad things have happened to you? Yeah, dude, that's the other thing is... I think it's multiple things. It's definitely like this very Western mentality where everything has to be a competition. It's very much like, I don't know if it's specifically an American thing. It probably, frankly, is. But I feel like a lot of people just, like, it's not about just having trauma. It's about, well, my trauma's the worst, therefore you should feel bad for me the most. It's like, it becomes a competition. Sorry, catching up with chat. Lazily excited. You definitely know them. They are three brothers, and the first names are AJR. Yeah, I don't think that I do, unfortunately. And we can't play them because the internet is run by a bunch of fucking squares. Obsidian Aurora, why are we competing over pity? Because pity is, well, not, I don't want to say internet points, but it's the new currency. It's the social currency, right? It's almost like the whole world has like Munchausen by proxy. Or I guess that would just be regular Munchausen. Alright, I need to move on because I'm getting in the weeds. I will do this because this is easy. Let's turn it over 180. 180. Actually, it looks pretty good. I didn't think that was going to look good at all, but that actually works pretty well. Lazily excited. You definitely have heard one of their songs before. You just don't know them by name. I mean, probably. I've been out of pop music for a long time, so I don't know, man. Don't underestimate me. You underestimate how much of a square I am. The coolest time of my life was when I was in college and I listened to dubstep. And it's been all downhill from there. I am going to do one thing, which is create a pillar. And then that's got to be it. I need to move on. It's already been the first hour, and I've been almost exclusively in this one room. Nothing fancy. Make it smaller, make it taller. No! I don't want to block the view to anything. I just want to give the room more depth. I don't know if this is going to work at all. Might not even be visible from that angle. Cool. Good enough. Save. Obsidian Aurora. So pity is the social gold of Western culture. I mean, it is a currency. I mean, you're also forgetting about actual like fiat currency, because that is definitely like a high score tool of capitalism. Like, look, I got the highest score. At pretty much the detriment of everybody else around me. Lazily excited. I have named them before, and no one knows them until I play a song for them. If you want to take that gamble and play it on your stream, I would love to. I'll be there and I'll listen, but I'm not going to do that, dude. So it's. I'm sorry. You're just going to have to believe me that I don't know them. Is trauma like oil? Let's get that oil. USA. Yep. God. Collecting trauma points like fucking Pokemon. I'll do that today. Oh my god. We are horrible people. Oh, okay, I'm gonna do one last thing and then for real I'm done. I'm gonna put some wires along the floor. Get it to a perfect 90. I definitely was thinking I would put some wires that connect up this box to our rocket. Our rocket, our whatever this is, our missile. God, did I really just say collecting trauma like Pokemon? I'm an awful person. Don't get in the weeds, just do the thing and be done with it. What's the next one I was going to work on? Probably the Super Meat Boy one. Oh, I can straighten it out by stretching it out. I don't even know if you're ever going to see that. Put one there. There. It's very clear that these two things are connected. Great. Obsidian Aurora. So trauma is basically the most valuable social resource. It's the old gold. It's the oil, gold, diamonds, and whatever other precious materials in the world. Yeah, dude, that shit's more precious than platinum. Especially now that social media is a thing, and people can not only show their lives as a glorified Hallmark card version of what it actually is, but also you can literally monetize your day-to-day trauma. We live in such a fucked up timeline. Lazily excited. I never understood why people model an entire room if most of it just gets blocked, but then yesterday I wanted to furnish the whole thing inside the treehouse. Sorry, I haven't breathed in a couple of seconds. Let me catch my breath. This is something I've told to other people, and I need to internalize myself, but you should model things as if you're doing a painting. So if I didn't know that I was going to be zooming in this close to all this, I would not have done all these wires and shit, even though it was really, really quick to build. Realistically, if I was only going to cap it from this distance, I would just do a few lines and call it done. That's a principle that you see a lot in works like how Bob Ross paints and other traditional painters. You see it in a lot of Monet paintings, and it's this idea of you're painting for one specific angle. I always struggle with that, not because I'm as anal retentive, though that definitely doesn't help. I'm I also struggle with it because I learned to model for video games. And in that case, the angle at which you're going to observe something is a little harder to determine. So our methodology is always just to build everything at every angle and just make it look good from any angle. So it's a skill I need to nurture more, but it is absolutely the right way to do things. But I do try to consider where things are going to be seen from, at the very least. Ah, shit, come on. No! And you'll probably never see this, but I'll put one at this angle too, because it's fun. It's a fun thought to me. Okay, for real. Looks good to me. Catching up on chat. Okay, we're about an hour in. So we're meeting if... I got time. Social media is ruining society, 100%. The only social medias I use are LinkedIn for my professional work, like my day job type stuff, and I use Blue Sky for homesick adventures. I don't use any personal social media. I used to, but I've since abandoned them because they are, like you say, they are extremely toxic and not good for your mental health. Obsidian Aurora just goes to show you don't need sci-fi or magic. Do you have horrible timeline? You just need to have people that have enough ambition and don't care about the consequences. Yep. There is no such thing as a good billionaire. Despite what they would have you think, there is no such thing as a billionaire who didn't fuck somebody over at some point. I used to watch a lot of Adam Cordova, who's like I'm sure you know about him, but he was on College Humor. I think might have been on SNL, but he talks a lot about like the problems of society and politics and all this other stuff, and he puts like a comedic spin on it. One of my favorite things that will always stick with me that he said was this concept of greenwashing or whitewashing that billionaires like to do. They like to launder their public personas, and it's like he pointed out Warren Buffett, and he was like, Warren Buffett is just like really trying. He's like he like other billionaires is trying really really hard to like cleanse his image. And he's like, here's a post where they say, how did Warren Buffett make his millions or make his billions? Like, it's like, here's things that Warren Buffett does that you probably didn't know that might help you save money. Warren Buffett clips coupons. And Adam Cordova was like, Warren Buffett clips coupons. No, he fucking doesn't. It's like, oh, that was so good. Like, they really do think we're idiots. It's like, no, Warren Buffett made his money off of stock options and going behind people's backs and shit like, just like every single other billionaire. Anal retention. Leslie Excited said, anal retention? Yes. I should probably get some laxatives. Are you going to clarify when you said anal retention? Oh, you know what? Actually, let's learn about this together. I've been using the phrase anal retentive for a long time. I want to actually make sure that I'm using it correctly. Because I thought it was just like you're super anal. Like it's like the longer version of being an anal person. Adjective indicating personality traits such as extreme fastidiousness, stringentness, and obstinacy. Holy shit, these are SAT words. Supposed by psychoanalytic theory. Oh, psychoanalytic. Oh, anal theory to originate during the anal state. What? The anal stage inhabits attitudes or values associated with infantile pleasure and retention of what? Retention of feces. What? Preoccupy with achieving order and control and with collecting, possessing, and retaining objects. Okay, that's the definition I know. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Overly obsessive and concerned with small details. Yes, that's what I mean by anal retentive. Og Serpent 69. Hey guys. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining. You came at a really funny time when I'm looking up what anal retentive means. Oh shit! I missed a message by Obsidian Aurora. You know that franchise that really explores the magic of ambition, the Mega Man franchise, because the main timeline of Mega Man, all the problems happen is because of one man's ambition. Yeah. Isn't there like a subplot of whether or not Dr. Wily's even like the bad guy? Okay, sorry. I got way behind on chat because I was ranting about Warren Buffett. Time to keep my promise. Oh, thanks for keeping your promise and stopping by. Incandescent proportions. Oh, wait. Sorry, that is a bot. Sorry about that. You should auto-mod the word stream. But yeah, you know what? As a matter of fact, I am going to do that. I should auto-mod that right now. I've been super lax about auto-moderation. I should do that. But yeah, first let me catch up on the chat. You should auto-mod the word stream boo. Yeah, I should, and I will. I remember how to spell analysis because my sister... anally cis. Oh my god. This is a joke. Yeah, sure, dude. But yeah, sorry, Og Serpent, you came in, or OG Serpent, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. You came in at a very awkward moment when we were discussing the meaning of the word anal retentive. And lazily got really fixated on anal. Where's the auto mod? Sorry, I'm on the back end of Twitch for a second, trying to figure out how to. Oh, dude, the back end of Twitch is just a hot mess. Auto mod rule sets. How do you do this? Share ban info. Wait. What? How does this work? Obsidian Aurora, well, his ambitions started to just make robots into heroes, but after getting canceled by the Robotic Ethics Committee, caused ambition to turn into what we all know. Yeah. I mean, I appreciate that they're trying to make something that's not just, he's a dick, go beat him. It's like, and Japanese stories are especially... Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, I got to deal with auto-botting stuff in a second. Actually, let me finish that thought. I appreciate that Japanese stories will always give the villain more complexity, especially than Western stories. I mean, Western stories have gotten a lot better about this over the years, but they've always been... Japanese has always been way better about it. Ow, my hand. Block terms and phrases. Messages containing these terms or phrases will be blocked from chat. Terms... are automatically added when a mod denies a caught message. Okay. Add term to blocked terms. I'll make that private. Okay. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not good at streaming. I'm not even a streamer. But yeah, sorry, I did a bad job. But hopefully that should prevent any more... What was that? Steam boo? Any more bots from saying that phrase in particular. All right, catch up on chat. Let's excited. Dang, I am too broke to sub to people. Wait, what just happened? Obsidian Aurora. And I know that Wily, at least a younger version of him, will be very proud of what Zero does in the X and Zero series. And if you want to stretch it to the ZX series, man, you know way more about Mega Man than I do. I appreciate Mega Man, but I never really got that into it. Og Serpent. I was trying to gift a sub, but I don't know how to select people to gift. Oh shit! Thank you so much. Sorry, I wish my multi-chat would show me stuff like, hey, this person did a sub. Lazily excited. Don't give me a sub, bro. I don't need it. I also just never get ads. I'm hoping that means you block ads. Actually, this is a question for people who know Twitch a little better than I do. I don't have an ad blocker, but my account never gets them. It's the same on my phone. Yeah, I would recommend definitely doing an ad blocker. I'm probably not supposed to say that on these guys' platforms, but fuck them. Now, if they want to ban me, fucking... Dude, ads are like the most obnoxious shit ever. I don't even have the opportunity to do ads. That was what I was going to ask is... Yeah, it's fine. If they take the... If they... Whatever. If they take me down, then strike me down with 1,000 lightning bolts. Do you guys know, like, once ads become eligible on Twitch, is there a way to say... Is there a way to, like, opt out of that so my viewers don't have to see them? Because I want to grow the channel, but I don't want people to have to watch ads to get through this shit. I appear to still be live, so at least they're not auto listening to everything I say. They might take the VOD down, but they were going to take the VOD down anyway, so whatever. The VOD only stays up for 7 days, so fuck them. Wait, how can you get subs? I thought you needed 25 followers. I don't know. I have no idea why all... Like, one day they hit me up and they're just like, yo, you're available for monetization, and I don't know why. I think somebody at Twitch has a crush on me. Obsidian Aurora, you know, something that I've been wondering about the Mega Man franchise for a while is that what would it be like to be under the Maverick virus or the Sigma virus, because Sigma is a douche. Yeah, again, I don't know that much about Mega Man. All I know is that most of the characters in the entire series are robots. That's all I know. BRB. Okay, no worries. I'm not going anywhere, but if the stream goes down, either the internet went out or Twitch headhunted me. I don't know. Isn't Mega Man just like a robot apocalypse? Isn't that basically the theory? Obsidian Aurora. Basically, Sigma is a bald robot who is literally too racist against humanity to die. What? His hatred for humanity runs so deep that he's cracked the key to immortality. OG Serpent 69. How long have you been into 3D modeling? I learned... Oh, God. I studied 3D modeling in college, actually. That's when I first started doing it. Which was... here comes the fun part where I get to show my age. That was over a decade and a half ago, so... I've been doing it for a minute. I've never been in the professional sphere, unfortunately. Hey, welcome back, Lazily. I've never worked 3D in the professional sphere, but I have worked as a game designer. So some of that skill transfers over, but yeah, it's been a hot minute. Obsidian Aurora. Basically, after his fight with Zero, the Maverick virus made him immortal, and it turned the Maverick virus into Sigma virus. I can't hear the word Sigma and take it seriously anymore. Oh shit. Hold on. Having trouble keeping up. Turn the virus and turn into the Sigma virus because his hate for humanity fueled it. That's actually really funny. So what you're saying is he's on that Sigma grind set. OG Serpent, awesome to hear that. So, if you don't mind, what do you do professionally? Well, up until about a week ago, I was a game designer, but yeah, that's not the case anymore. So, this is what I do. This is my job right now. I will be looking for more game design roles coming up soon, but for right now, I'm taking some time to like decompress. Mourn the loss of my career, or the loss of my job at the very least, and then I'm gonna hop back, like spend some time, catch up on this project, and then I'll hop back into the work field and see if I can find something. But yeah, for the foreseeable future, this is what I'm gonna be spending most of my days on. Socks friends, sup, back from eating pizza. Welcome back. We've had a lot of crazy conversations in the 20 or 30 minutes you were gone. I don't even remember everything that we talked about. OG Serpent, good luck, man. Hope you get back into action soon. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm honestly not in a huge hurry to get back into it, but I do have bills to pay. I should be good for a little while, but there's no reason to sit around and just do nothing all day. I mean, this is work, but it's not work, so I will eventually get back to it. All right, I'm starting to nitpick again. Sorry. I will eventually get back to it, but for right now, I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to work on what I want to work on for a little bit and just enjoy the time. Obsidian Aurora, even though he was supposed to die in X3, he somehow returned to X4 with no explanation, even though his code and body were eviscerated to atoms, like somehow returned. I do love this running meta narrative around Mega Man of I need to close this. I need to put this down because wait. What did I do? Shit. I need to close this because I'm getting way too in the weeds. I love the meta narrative of Mega Man as like this cautionary tale against the advancements of technology. All right, for real now. Save. I'm gonna get started. You know, actually, I usually take a break around this time, but I'm actually feeling pretty okay. Maybe I'll press a little longer. So let's look at the Super Meat Boy one. Let's fill this guy out and give it more detail. Let me pull up my reference. Oh, I forgot the fucking ropes. Oh, wait, hold on. Shit. Okay, just kidding. Going back to the other one real quick. OG Serpent said, Lazy excited. I tried to paint a treehouse today as well. Didn't go as good as yours, so I had to switch to something else. You should absolutely share that treehouse. At least you try it. Every time you will learn something new. If you try again, you'll do even better. Yeah, absolutely. Like, don't be hard on yourself. Nobody started off good as an artist. Well, that's not true. There are some people who do like come out the womb like just spit and fire. Those people are weird. Like I personally pick up things very quickly. I have a lot of intuition when it comes to new skills and techniques, but I'm never good at anything off rip. And if you are one of those people, I've read up on people like that. They're fucking weirdos, and you don't want to be like that. Obsidian Aurora, which makes XA confusing because somehow humanity and a backup of Sigma's code makes XA confusing because somehow humanity had a backup of Sigma's code and we're like, this is completely fine, just put it in the next generation of Reploids that could possibly go wrong. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, dude. I think immortality is a great narrative device, but it can get really squirrely really fast. Leslie excited. I've been doing pixel art for over 4 years technically, and I still struggle with a lot of things. Yep, samesies. Well, not for the same amount of time, but yeah, dude, it can be tricky. OG Serpent, well, I can make a donut in Blender. Share that donut, dude. Share the love. Socks friends, you know something funny? Out of all of Sega's games franchise, Mega Man was the worst performing. The only reason they kept pushing him was because the CEO loved his games. Mega Man was a Nepo baby. Yeah, that's true. Well, I assume that's true. I'm actually not 100% sure, but I will say that I know that things like that happen all the time. Let's do a fill. Ah, shit. Wait. Oh, it filled wrong. It did a wrong fill. That's not what I wanted. Here, just for funsies. Let me show you what happened. Control H. So instead of filling properly, it did this. What I really wanted was, let's grab this and then fill. That's what I wanted. Phil. Is excited. I almost made a donut. Nice. Share that donut. I wonder if you can replicate my workflow and take the donut from Blender and bring it into a Sprite. I did this in the dumbest way possible. Hold on. Let's do this. This looks like shit. I'm gonna have to fix this. Obsidian Aurora. The next generation of Reploids went Maverick for their own free will. Sigma did not use them. They wanted to go Maverick. Going Maverick is like going Robot Rogue, right? Believe I'm correct in that understanding. Lazily excited. I'm brand new to large canvases and pixel art, so they are still scary for me. I'm jealous of the great pixel artists who just jump in. Oh, my finger. Yeah, it's intimidating, especially when you have established conventions and then trying to go against that. But I feel like that's kind of where ignorance comes into play, where I can just say, I don't know the right way, so I'm just going to do what makes sense to me and fuck the haters. City in Aurora. Mega Man is owned by Capcom, not Sega. Sucks, friend. Oh, yeah, don't know how I got that wrong. I guess I got that wrong, too. I'm sorry, I'm splitting my focus. I should have I should have picked up on that. You were 100% right. It is not that famous Sega game, Mega Man. Shit. I've lost all my gamer cred. OG Serpent, your style reminds me of synthwave. I don't know, lazy. BRB. This is exciting. I tried making a synthwave song a while back, and I did digital art in that style too. Oh, nice. I had them on my YouTube. Oh, that sounds cool. So you're like making a visual to accompany a soundtrack. I guess a musical piece. I am all with that. Obsidian Aurora. Excuse me. Obsidian Aurora, basically, but the cause of Mavericks in the X series was because of the Maverick Sigma virus. But the next generation Reploids saw it as the next stage of evolution. Oh, I've heard that story before. We are the next generation of humanity. Sorry, I will catch up with the chat in just a second. Okay, that looks a little better. Doesn't quite look like ropes, but I can paint it to look better. Object node. Let's squish them down a little bit. And I want to add a crease. I keep clicking on things when I should be using the shortcuts. Wait. 4, 3. No, 2. Click the seams. And I want to make sharp. There we go. Doesn't quite look like ropes, but it's good enough for my purposes. I can clean it up later. Moving on. Actually, the scale's a little fucked. Hold on. Something like that. Actually, something. Let me rename this too. It's fine. Whatever. Moving on. Try making simple. Basically, I read all this. Leslie excited. I'm ignorant too. I made them separate times though. City and Aurora. Basically, they were immune to it, but that doesn't mean Lumana wasn't a fool just because X and Zero and Axel technically outdated them. Outdated doesn't mean they're not strong. I should get into Mega Man. I know that people who are into Mega Man are like really into Mega Man. Alright, I'm going to stop nitpicking this. I'm going to move on to the other scene that needs a lot of attention. Let me think about this. Let me think about my timeline. So I'm an hour and a half in. I will take a break in maybe 30-ish minutes. What all do I have to do? Oh. I'm gonna call Tied Up done. So Super Meat Boy needs some work. Condoms and needles, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I can fuck with that when I actually need to use it. Hillside Run, that'll be pretty easy. Cliffs and verticals. So, oh, it's almost 3. I have 2 hours left, I think, before. Yeah, okay. I got plenty of time. So I'm gonna go for another 30 minutes to try to fill out the rest of this background stuff. Then I'm gonna spend an hour going through all the environments and making sure they all have at least temporary textures, and then backgrounds are done as far as Blender is concerned, and then I can start exporting these, bringing them into Sprite and doing paint overs. And I haven't even tested that process. I haven't even tested that workflow yet, so we're gonna learn together. Okay, catching up on the chat. Leslie excited. I've thought about recreating digital art in pixel art. Hey Goober, what? Chef Vami. No, you did it. Oh my god, thank you. Shit, man, I don't even know how I'm gonna do that. For clarity, what Leslie is talking about is that I have a. God, this music is fucking distracting. Hold on. I'm gonna turn it down just slightly. Whoops. Or off, whatever. You probably can't even hear that anymore. So what Lazily Excited on Twitch is talking about is I put a reward tier for... Damn it, I forgot all about that thing. So I guess we're going to be doing a separate stream at some point where I'm going to be doing a POV cooking stream, and I'm going to be cooking live for you guys. This ought to be fascinating. I already have the video game stream coming up later next week, so that'll probably come up in a couple of weeks. I don't know when we're gonna do the cooking stream. All right, I gotta make these a lot harder, man, because you were just cruising through these. I just cracked the finger that I hurt. I just popped it, and that feels so much better. Cool, great. I guess I'm gonna be cooking for the world. That'll be fun. Obsidian Aurora, because X has infinite potential and Zero is the man-made of god of destruction of war. God, this sounds so shonen. It's such a shonen anime. Socks friend. Bro, how deep is the Mega Man lore? I've played a lot of games, but don't remember this, and I'm not an advanced enough Mega Man fan to see this lore. Probably a lot of that is in like associated reading materials and manga and shit. Leslie Excited said, hey, welcome back, OG Serpent. Leslie Excited said, make the oven roasted, double toasted microwave chicken sandwich. You know what I'll do? I'll do that, but I'll do like the upmarket bougie version. I'll do it how I would do it if I were to make such a thing. Okay, so let me add some more of this type of detail. One thing I feel like I kind of need to do is, as a professional game designer or a former one or whatever, I need to actually make this a functional level. So let me nitpick this a lot more. Let me turn that music back up. Bro, how did am corrected to and? Because YouTube's friggin' autocorrect is a absolute dumpster fire. Actually, I think autocorrect in general is just a monstrosity. Leslie Excited says you can't improve on it. It's perfect. I mean, I didn't say I was improving upon it. I said I was going to do my version. OG Serpent 69 used to use Unity or something else for game dev. I did Unity for like maybe 5 or 6 years. Most recently, I've been doing Unreal Engine. I prefer that workflow. Well, prefer that workflow is a strong term, but I'm a lot more comfortable with scripting in Unreal Engine because it's like, I understand scripting and coding the old-fashioned way, but I just have no patience for it. Studying Aurora, because Wily wanted to make sure that Zero was as powerful to destroy X and destroy the rest of the world. In fact, the Maverick virus is more like an inhibitor because Zero was too violent to be used. Interesting. And it, again, when I said shonen, I feel like I didn't really, what's the word I'm looking for? I didn't really, I can't focus with this music. Here, let me pick something else. The dubstep's just too hard for me. Alright, there, I can actually hear myself think. Christ almighty. Yeah, I've seen a lot of shonen tropes. I've been watching a lot of Jujutsu Kaisen lately, and a lot of, like, the whole themes of power and trying to stop power and like recreating the world. Like, it's a lot of anime themes that are kind of all kind of repeating themselves. Because Wily wanted to be. Oh, I just read that. Sox friends, can't wait for the Cooking with Vamuse show to get a season 2. Oh my god. I'm so terrified that I'm going to do the cooking stream and I'm going to be so distracted that I'm going to chop my finger off live on Twitch and they get banned. Shenado5 just followed. Hey, thank you for following. What's up? Hey, homie, I checked out your videos. Seems like you're new to Kick, not affiliated. Proposal for... Oh, never mind. Obsidian Aurora, but unfortunately for Zero, Wily believed that no one could possibly stand to his genius, as Zero cannot be upgraded further. You can only be downgraded if he's replaced his parts. Yeah, he's like a god tier washing machine. Lazily excited. Content. Yeah, content. Oh, I have all my fingers. The knife goes chop chop chop. I think for the cooking stream, I'm actually gonna bust out my my fancy Shun cooking knives. I've only used them about 4 times. They're like some of my prized possessions, but I feel like it's a special occasion. Now let's do this. I'm gonna think like a level designer for a few minutes. Excuse me. Oh, right. I didn't start right at the hour. Damn it. That's going to mess with my OCD. I'm like, I got 30 minutes left, but it's almost 3 p.m. currently. Whoops. Come on. The sock guy just followed. Thank you for following. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Hope you're enjoying. I'm so proud of the pun that I named the stream background noise. I feel so smart. Obsidian Aurora's... Here, let me grab my coffee. Zero upgraded by the Reploid avatar of Wily, and Zero... Wait, Wily and Zero Black is just an armor that Wily made for Zero, and Awakened Zero is just Zero back to his original programming. Ah, spilled on myself. Interesting. I feel like I don't have much interest in Mega Man as a video game. It's not really my thing. But I could totally see myself watching a robot anime drama. Socks fan, lol, just remembered I had a Twitch account. Oh, nice. Yeah, if you, I will say any of the cooking stream and the video game stream and all that stuff, those are specifically Twitch rewards, so I'll be doing that on Twitch and not on YouTube. Wait a minute, who subscribed? Oh shit. Oh, I'm so sorry. OG Serpent, you subscribed to me. Thank you so much for subbing. I don't know if I missed that, but that was super kind. Thank you for that. You really, 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 really didn't have to do that, but I much appreciate it. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to I didn't mean to ghost you. You gave me money, so I feel like I should at least acknowledge it. Thank you for that. God, I'm an asshole. Yeah, as I mentioned, I don't see things like new subscribers in my multi-chat thing, so I'm not sure if the headbanging is for subscribing or if it's for the sick beats in the background, but yes, I agree. Let's have some fun, assuming this is an actual level design challenge. So, oh god, save. So player starts here. They have to jump over the saw blade, and then now they have to jump, double jump, land on this one, and then it's just the same thing over and over again. Well, I will say you have to jump. What, it would be like an air dash or something, and then land on this platform. I might make that even thinner. I don't want this here. I want this to be part of the upper path. This is a fun little treat. You guys get to hear me pretend to be a level designer again for a few minutes. I mean, it doesn't matter. This doesn't have to be perfect. But it brings me joy. Cylinder. Obsidian Aurora. And X has a bunch of armors, and Dr. Light made... That Dr. Light made 100 years ago. Even the Dr. Light hoped that the future would be peaceful, but he knew that someone out there would try and do the same thing as Wily. Yep, 100%. Look, I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. All right, let's make a happy little ladder, as our Lord and Savior Bob Ross would say. I think I did a rope, like a swinging rope in the storyboard. I don't know if I'm going to necessarily bother to replicate that. Man, I got to make some actual subscriber rewards for Twitch, so there's actually a reason to subscribe. I feel bad that you subscribed. Again, I very much appreciate it, but there's like basically no reason to at this point. So I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna get something up that actually behooves you to subside, to smash that subscribe button. Did I say behoove? I don't even know. I didn't even notice. Did I actually say behoove? That's so funny if I did. No, I need to set the origin to 3D cursor. Cool. And now we've got a fun little ladder. Could you imagine if Bob Ross was like, sorry guys, painting's gonna be hard today because I fucked up my finger playing VR the other day. Yeah, I'm gonna have to behoove your mom. Hey, nobody behooves my mom. Alright? Jesus Christ. What is it, like this far back? Oh, that looks fine. Okay. Obsidian Aurora. Well, both Dr. Light and Wily are technically immortal because the Dr. Light hologram is a Dr. Light, and Wily somehow infuses soul into Maverick. Yeah. This shit's wild. Let's put a few ladders here and there. Maybe this goes... You lazily said, you mother behoover. Well done, well done. Yes. Very, very nice, very nice. Ima Nanji. Oh, I did mention this at the beginning of the stream. One thing I was thinking about doing was, as a subscriber reward, I might study Japanese live, so if that's something you'd be interested in, let me know. I figured this would be the ultimate form of suffering. I feel like whatever reward I give you guys has to be just me being miserable. It only seems right. Konnichiwa. Well done. Very well done. I am fluent. Something like that. Oh yeah, and so you can go, Oh, maybe it's more like this. So you go, and then, you get on the ladder, which I can lower a little bit. Then maybe there's another ladder. I don't know. This is what we call, even though it's not actually a video game, this is what we call iterative level design, where instead of like drawing up everything that you're going to do on a piece of paper, you just start placing stuff and you say, well, they go like this, and then they go up there, then they got to jump across to get to this ladder, then they get up here, climb up there, jump there, but then they got to double jump, and if they fuck up, they got to land in the saw blade from before, or land on the spikes, and either way, it's a bad time. Obsidian Aurora, I'm not even talking about Zero series, because that one has the more story out of all the Mega Man series. Battle Network and Star Force don't count. They're in their own timeline. Oh, of course. Is it like a Gaiden story? Like there's multiple timelines? I'll put some saw blades down here too. So if you slip and miss, you fall there. Maybe there's a ladder over here that you can just do like a grabbing save. And then that. Oh, you know what else I'll do? Is I'll put. And again, this doesn't matter in terms of being a functional level. It's just something where it's like, it would be funnier if you could look at it and actually interpret it as level design, as an actual like playable level. Also, I need something to show perspective and player. No, I'm kidding. No. Actually, I'll make it harder. Put two of those badass saw blades here. Well, the first time was when Wily went to the future and teamed up with his future self to kidnap the future Mega Man and bring him back and turn into Quint. I don't know what Quint is. Lazy excited. Do you know who Gooseworks is? No idea. OG Serpent, it looks really sick. I don't know what you're referring to, but I'm gonna assume you're referring to my setup. So thank you. Let's put some saw blades above too, and I probably want to put posts on these for them to stick out of. But I'm getting close to the point where I'm like, this is good enough. Maybe when you land on this final platform, it's almost like, all right, get there. Oh, God. Liz excited. They made something called Little Runemo. It is a YouTube video that is about a fake video game. Oh, very interesting. I will have to check that out. I think I'm getting to the point where this is good enough. Maybe there's a small one up here. I don't know. Oh, please tell me did I name the saw blade? All right, I did. Good. I couldn't remember. Let's take some of these horizontal. Actually, let's take some of these. And then sure, another one over here. It's like there's no fall to death. It's only fall to stab yourself. taking it all in. Let me save and catch up on messages. Obsidian Aurora, basically Mega Man, but green and evil. He's technically in the Mega Man killer line, but he is a Mega Man from the future, so that sounds suspiciously like Power Rangers. OG Serpent. Yep, the level you were designing, I meant, looks... where the fuck did I get the word looks from? Yep, the level you were designing, I meant, reminds me of a place in Hollow Knight. I forgot the name. Oh, thank you. Much appreciated. I'm glad to see that I still got it, even though they laid me off. Lazily, Gooseworks is the writer of The Amazing Digital Circus, and I am pretty sure you have heard that one. Okay, because it's not music, I can actually look that one up. You said Gooseworks? I think it's probably okay to show the... They make songs too? Okay. Oops. You said it's called Little Runmo. That's what I wanted. Or Luna... Oh my god, I can't read. Yeah, Little Runmo. Just be careful what you click. Maybe I'll just mute the audio. Well, no. The audio is part of it, I imagine. So I'm just gonna take the risk. I assume it's one of these trailers. I'll just play the trailer. Oh, wonderful. Let's play it super, super quiet. Socks friends, your series is kind of like... Oh, I looked away. Hold on, let me actually watch this for a second. And I'll respond to messages in a second. This kind of reminds me of like something you'd find on Newgrounds or something. You said this was a fake game. The only thing... Okay, so I get that idea. I like that idea of that particular puzzle, but if we were really designing a real game, I would have done it slightly differently. Sorry, I'm going to fall behind on messages because I do kind of want to watch this for a minute. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, I gotta start catching up on messages. Your series is kind of like Pets Cop, but you aren't trying to actually trick people into thinking it's real and isn't meant to be scary. I will have to put that on as well in a second. Pets Cop. I'll just copy that text, or maybe I won't because multi-chat's a piece of shit. Lazily excited. It is like a parody or something. Yep. Obsidian Aurora, Dr. Wily has these different numbers. The DWN line, the MMK line, the SDN line, the KN line, and the RMN line. Right on. This is really good animation. I dig this. Lazily, I haven't seen it in forever. Game of Pawns, how's it going, man? Or person, sorry, don't mean to assume. Old Grounds at this point, am I right? Yeah. I'll say this, I used Newgrounds way back in the day when I was a kid, and the website basically looks exactly the same. And I still use it, and I'm going to be uploading Homesick Adventures onto that. What is happening? Interesting. Socks Friends, and if you don't know what Pets Corp is, you need to watch it, and then you'll understand why it's peak. I will definitely... I don't want to spend too much time looking at these other things, but I will definitely put that on in just a moment. Let me just catch up with chat real quick. Is excited now. It gets weird, by the way. It goes way off in the deep end. Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing already. Sorry, I'm falling way behind on the chat. What's up? While the animation giving you instructions reminds me of Banjo. Yeah, 100%. What's up, Lazy? Lazy, I thought of this when you said the thing about not falling to their death. Oh. Jesus Christ. This is unhinged. Nice. Yeah, this is super unhinged. City Aurora. What in the world is that thing? It's Runmo, presumably. Lazily, I told you it gets weird. Dies of, Sock's friend dies of laughter. That was pretty good. Yep. Okay. Sorry, I will watch more of that later. I will put on, what was that? I think Sock's friend recommended Pets Cop. We'll check that out really quick. But I do need to get back to work. I was ahead, and now I'm burning through my grace day. Is it this one? OG Serpent falling behind on chat is already a sign of being a big streamer. That's sweet of you. I don't think it counts when I'm reading it from multiple places at once. Oh wait, no, this is like an editorial of it. I just want to see like a no dialogue, a no voiceover playthrough. Maybe I'll play this one. Jesus, it's like 2.5 hours. Socks Friends, I assume this is the one you're talking about. Where begin? Video utilizes the fan-made Pets Cop remake named Gifts Cop. Oh, this is this appears to be a mod of the actual game. Wait. So where's the game? City wait, no. Lazily, it is pretty long. City Aurora. Okay, moving on from that. Do you still want to learn more about Mega Man? Yeah, just post whatever you want, dude. Mega Man lore is fascinating. And again, it reminds me of an anime. Let's just... Is there a Pets Cop 1? I assume this is the right one, but I have... God, why are they out of order? Okay, so it's actually a PlayStation game, I presume. It's a series of videos. Wait, so this isn't a video game. It's a video meant to look like a video game. City Aurora. Okay, the classic series are mainly just self-contained stories, but we'll never forgive the point-and-click adventure game of having an Eldritch God and not using it. Wait, are you talking about Mega Man still? If you are unaware, the gift plane provides homes to over 100 young pets. Fortunately, we have failed to remove all the pets from their homes. 48 pets remain here at the time of writing. We strongly encourage you to visit 8 homes. Find them to... Okay. Instructional stuff. Oh, God, my hand. I mean, I guess you guys can read. Okay, so if what I'm interpreting is correct, this is like a creepypasta fake game. It's a series of fake playthroughs. 8 years ago, 3.4 million views. The game I found. Oh yeah, this has creepypasta written all over it. Oh, okay. I kind of see what you're saying. You're saying that in the similar vein where what I'm building is sort of a fake video game with its own narrative and stuff like that, and its own meta narrative, this is also like a fake video game. City in Aurora. Yes, apparently this being called Ra Moon is responsible for all the hate and evil on the earth. Sock's friends. The guy who made the series, both animated parts and coded parts of it to look like a game. All right, that's pretty cool. Lazily, they got the awful PlayStation camp. I will say the one thing that they did mess up with, they're simulating the resolution, but they're not getting the. I'm not seeing the polygon wobble that you see in PlayStation games.
Do that. Take the money here.
Volume.
And then
So this is like a creepypasta, yeah?
It just does that, but if you do this, if you lock yourself in here, then you just Ember will just run over there. So once you're in here, actually, you can find a little place here to walk to the other side. So that's that.
Obsidian Aurora. So on technically, it isn't just wily ambition. It was also Ra Moon's presence on Earth that caused the Mega Man timeline.
This is always
Wait, so there's like
so
evil gods and stuff in Mega Man?
So actually, I should show you the pause menu. So here you can see all the pets that you've collected, that you've caught.
Interesting. Okay, that's cool. That's pretty interesting. I will look into that more later, but I do need to get back to work. We are actually getting close to. I usually take a break around an hour. This has been 2 hours, so I'm probably gonna just take a quick break now. Just rest my hand, get up, stretch a little bit, and yeah. Let me respond to some messages really quick. Lazily excited. Clippy. I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, you mean my my profile picture. Yeah, that was the Louis Rossman thing. If you don't know, basically a bunch of people changed their profile pictures to Clippy as a silent protest to all the corporate bullshit fucking us over and stealing and not stealing our rights, but invading our privacy and doing things like using AI to Orwellianly watch our track us and all this other stuff. I can go into like a long tangent about that, but I'm not the most knowledgeable person about it. What I will say is that again, it's a silent protest to show solidarity with the concept of like, hey, technology used to be there for the sake of people. Now it's there for the sake of corporate interests. We're pissed off and we're not going to take it anymore. I'm not a political person. I got one foot in my break, so I don't want to go try to encapsulate the purpose behind that. I would recommend looking at Louis Rossman's video and checking out what that's all about. He does a much better job of explaining it than I do. City of Aurora, so far, there are mainly just man-made gods, and only real god we have in the series is Ra Moon. But yeah, I thought the whole point of the series was that it was all more technological and less fantasy-based. Lazily, was that one? Oh, you already answered that question. Slock's friend, to be honest, I love Mega Man, but I think they might have lost the plot. Yeah. Well, I mean, this is what happens when you have a story running for like 30 years. I mean, look at everybody loves it, but look at One Piece. One Piece is like gone completely unhinged. Lazily, yeah. Clippy would never ask for your info. He is only here to help. Yes, exactly. You know what's going on. Okay. Enough rambling. I'm gonna go take a break and rest my hand, get a drink. You should do the same. But yeah, I will BRB.
Oh, right. It would be so sick if you could cheat like that in real life. Then being adventurers, that'd be a piece of cake.
Yeah, like every time there was a fair maiden in distress or a fire-breathing werebear, you could just be like, boom, IBS, and mic drop.
Oh, dude, that would be the best.
Hey, so I got kicked out of my house today.
Wait, really?
On your birthday, too. Harsharoni.
I know. Also, that is not going to catch on, dude.
Jealous.
Hey man, we're your best friends. If there's anything we can do to help, we're here for you, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I was actually thinking I could stay with one of you guys.
Hey, hero. I think I hear my oven calling. Catch you later.
Yeah, my mom would kill me if I brought in a homeless guy again. But hey, it's not that we don't care about you, it's just...
Wow! Wow, guys, way to divide the party! Ugh, this isn't fair! Could this possibly get any worse? Why did I say that?
Here is your bill, sir. That will be $137.50.
Oh. Oh.
Is there a problem, sir?
Hypothetically, what if I can't exactly pay? Do I just need to wash dishes or something?
Can't pay, you say? Well then. Die, freeloader.
Crap!
Stop him! He ate without paying!
I think I lost him. But I need to hide. Oh, in there! Oh my God. Are you okay? I'm so sorry.
Help! This young man was trying to rob me!
What? No, it was just an accident.
And he tried to grab my buttocks. I know I'm a beautiful goddess, but how dare you?
What? Whoa!
That's disgusting. What pervert?
Now hold on. Can't we talk about this?
What kind of sick pervert preys on innocent old women? You should be ashamed of yourself. Didn't your mother ever teach you blah, 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 blah?
Why are you all just believing her? You all saw what happened.
Clarabelle's right. Get him.
Yikes! Did I miss something? I don't think everyone in town was this crazy yesterday. Gotta find a better place to hide. I should be safe in here. Some birthday this turned out to be. This has to be the worst day of my life. I mean, this has to be a test, right? Everything that happened is part of some crazy prank. They wouldn't really kick me out, right? I can't believe they would kick me out like that. Jeez, some friends those guys turned out to be. Maybe I could go home and reason with my parents. I'd have to get a real job then. Dang it. I want to be an adventurer! I kidding? I was never going to be an adventurer. I was stupid for even thinking that. Stupid. I guess this is my life now. And I can't believe that... What in the world? How is it getting dark so fast? Well, at least I can start a fire here. I guess this is home. At least for tonight. Oh, better save. Oh, crap! I'm gonna freeze out here. I better get more wood. Wait, was that path always there before? Whoa! What is this place? A book.
Hey, well, just what the hell do you think you're doing?
Who said that?
Put me down this instant!
Oh, no way. Previously, I'm Boken Homesick. Today is my 18th birthday.
Son, we just feel it's time that you learn to make it on your own.
I should be safe in here. Oh, who am I kidding? I was never going to be an adventurer. Wait, was that path always there before? A book.
Hey, well, just what the hell do you think you're doing?
Who said that?
Put me down this instant!
Oh, no way.
Oh yes way, you little twat. You hold in your hands the Tome of Tales. Do you have any idea what that means, mortal?
It means I'm going to get an exposition dump?
No! And fuck you! It means you are now the keeper of the tome. This dark burden is yours to bear, like so many before you, and...
I called it.
Oi! Fuck you! Shut up. Listen. 1,000 years ago, a secret order of warrior monks defeated the demon Jinn in what is now known today as the country of Israel. But they could not destroy him completely, so they called upon a holy weapon and broke him into 3 fragments. His body, his spirit, and his mind. You hold in your hands his mind. I have untold centuries of knowledge, both past and future.
What about present?
Oh, I don't know. What year is it?
20x the X.
Oh, fuck off!
Wait, you're the mind of a demon. Doesn't that mean you're evil or something?
No, no, no. Our spirit is the evil one. I'm actually quite chaotic neutral. I'm just...
Alright, I'm back. Welcome back, me. So, where are we at? Let me look at my list. Super Meat Boy is done. I did save. Okay. So that means all of these guys are done. All I need to do is finish these last two environments, and then all the 3D models for all the environments are done. Then I can start on adding textures on them. Given the time, I don't know if I'll get to doing the paint overs, putting them into A-Sprite and doing the paint overs just yet. That might be just something I just do in the background between streams or just whenever I start actually the animation process. But let's try to get through as much as we can today. Let me build these last two environments, and then let's start adding some textures. Y'all have been talking a lot while I was on break, so I'm not going to be able to catch up with all of it. OG Serpent, welcome back. I see some stuff about sandwiches. Oh, Lazily might stream again. That's fun. I'll try and check that out if you're streaming. Well, actually, I'll try my best to be there, but again, I do have stuff going on after this, so no promises, but let's throw music back on. I do want to try something really quick. And this is only for Twitch, so sorry, YouTube. Poll. I'm gonna throw up a poll for, because I think everybody who's gonna be involved is probably in the stream right now. So just for Twitch, let me think. What game should we play during the game stream? I don't even have an idea of what games I should play. Obsidian is I'm back. I just had a churro. Oh, nice. Oh, that sounds good. I just had a breakfast burrito, so I feel full and disgusting. But let me save. OG Serpent, guys, would you advise learning Blender along with pixel art while having a job? I mean, I don't spend more than 4 to 5 hours on the office work. I mean, that's what I did. I mean, you could do both. Why not? You can alternate between them. That's what I'm doing, is I'm using the 3D as part of my pixel art workflow. No reason not to. Yeah, exactly. If you have time, go for it. Obsidian Aurora talking about breakfast. I had a sugar toast. I had sugar toast for breakfast with hot chocolate, and you know what I find weird? The stomach virus, for some reason, has a preference for bread and sugar. Hey man, maybe it's just easy on your stomach. Okay, I don't think I have those scenes. I am gonna need some help from my community right now, which is that. Here, let me put this off screen actually. We're doing a stream on Twitch that is going to be just, hey, let's hang out and play some video games. Which games do you guys think we should play? I could throw up some options. And talk about games that I have, but I'm curious what you guys would want to watch me play. And unfortunately, this doesn't apply to YouTube folks, so I mean, if you're on YouTube and you want to watch me on Twitch, you want to watch me play some games, more power to you. You're welcome to come over, but this will not be multi-streamed. This will be only on Twitch. But yeah, what games should we play? Thanks, guys. You have motivated me. Soon Ubisoft will have strong competition. Nice. Ubisoft will research your creative process. Dota 2. Oh God. They are no match. Yep. Well, they don't have a Twitter account, and I don't know how to Switch works, so unfortunately I won't be able to join you. Sorry, this is on Twitch, not Twitter. And you don't need an account to watch on Twitch. You can just watch. If you want to be part of the chat, you'll have to create an account. But is Dota 2 a serious request? I'll put it in the list, but Obsidian says, autocorrect, you failed me again. I don't have a Twitch account, and I don't know how that works. Well, if you go to my YouTube channel, there's a link to my Twitch, so you could literally go there right now. OG Serpent said no. Okay, thank God. Wishing no offense to anybody who plays Dota, I don't like MOBAs. I actually had a really, really bad experience playing League of Legends back in the day, and I've just not touched a MOBA since. And that's probably not the genre's fault. It's just, I don't know. I'm not really a competitive person. Don't think Dota would even be suitable for this. I mean, we could play literally whatever. We could play a single-player game, and you guys can just watch me. Lazily, I don't play many games anymore, but I used to play Rocket League, so that you could try that. Yeah, possibly. I do play Dota and love it. What's League of Legends? League of Legends is a free-to-play... Wait, why am I describing it, Charles? I guarantee you've heard about League of Legends. Celeste. I really shouldn't be saying, no, I absolutely won't play this game or that game, but I'll say this. If you guys want to watch me play Dota, I'll do it for you, but man, I will be miserable. Okay, we shouldn't get too distracted. I'll just spend a couple of minutes. Here, let me put up a video explaining what League of Legends is. Oh, fuck, shit. League of Legends... No. Maybe just a League of Legends gameplay trailer. This seems more appropriate.
Product not yet rated.
How about Celeste? And I guarantee you have heard about AJR, but you deny it. What are you talking about? How old is this trick? 2009. Holy shit. Let me turn that music so I don't get spanked. But yeah, it's a MOBA game. Free to play. Community is super competitive and super toxic, so I don't play anymore. Haha, no, Dota. How about we listen to your suggestions first? Leslie said Genshin. Here, let me Candy Crush die. I'll play Genshin. I will not play. What's it? Candy Crush. So what were the serious suggestions? Rocket League. I'm not any good at that game, but I will play. Genshin I'll play. It's a little cringe, but whatever. At least I won't be completely miserable playing it. I'm not going to play League. Raid Shadow Legends. Alright, you're not going to be making serious suggestions, so I'm going to stop listening to you. Obsidian Aurora. This is probably some of the most boring gameplay I've ever seen. Yeah, it wasn't my cup of tea, I'll say that much. You know what game I haven't played? Here, I'll list a couple of single player. Here's some games I've been meaning to play. Wait, Genshin. Dyslexic as fuck. I've never played Witcher 3, and I have it. So we could do that. Claire Obscura. I know that came out, and that's supposedly really, really good. How many options do I have? Response minimum 2. I'm just trying to think of what I have on Steam. I would love to play Zelda, but I don't have an Elgato or anything. OG Serpent, no way you haven't played Witcher 3. I don't believe it. I have it. I haven't played it. I played the fuck out of Cyberpunk. Hell, I'll add Cyberpunk to the list because I just love playing that game. But I've never played Witcher 3. No. Leslie, I was joking about Genshin. I haven't seen gameplay, but I heard is for horn dogs. Minecraft. Sure. I haven't played Minecraft in a hot minute. Maybe you can try out a Mega Man game. Are Mega Man games on Steam? I'll remove Genshin because that just sounds like a kind of a pain in the ass to deal with. Well, it is kind of Breath of the Wild-like. No internet dino game. Isn't that only on Chrome? Yeah, there's a bunch of collections on Steam. Sure, I'll add Mega Man to the list. The all-time classic, yeah. Core Keeper. What is Core Keeper? Roblox. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. What we should do is, oh god, I shouldn't even joke about this, but it's also kind of funny. We should go into Roblox and do a countdown to how long before I run into a pedophile. I don't know. I got qualms with that game. It has only positive publicity recently. Yeah, totes. That'll be a short video. Yeah, it'll be it'll be a short video. Yeah, that'll be my speedrun category. I give it 5 minutes. Yeah, for real. Oh god, speedrun pretending to be a child in Roblox and seeing how long before I get solicited for sex. Oh my god, we live in such a dumpster fire timeline. Pedo and 80%. Obsidian or considering Roblox has been defending them even when... Yeah! That's the horrible part. Is like, there's people who will go on to Roblox saying, hey, we caught pedophiles and we reported them to the police. We reported them to Roblox. Roblox didn't say anything, so we just reported them to the police. And then the people finding the pedophiles got banned. It's like, what? What the fuck is wrong with this company? Like, doing nothing is bad enough, but like actively preventing people from getting rid of pedophiles on your platform when you won't do shit is mind-numbingly stupid. Technically 0% is a percentage. Yeah. Any percent speed runs should be 0 seconds. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if any of these are joke submissions, so I'm just gonna pick a handful of these. We really need to move on, so I'm gonna throw a bunch of these up. If anybody wants to join the Twitch stream, you can come in and cast your vote on one of these games. Witcher 3 sounded really popular, so like somebody seemed very upset that I hadn't played Witcher 3. I don't know what Core Keeper is. I'll throw that in the list. I'll throw Claire Obscura in there because I have it and I haven't played it. That sounds fun to me. Mega Man seems pretty popular, by which I mean a popular request. The problem is each one of these was requested by a different one of you, so you're all just going to vote for the game that you want, and then it'll all be just like even percentage across the board. And I don't know what is Core Keeper before I add that to the list. Core Keeper is a survival sandbox game of the Pug Storm. Okay. Jesus Christ. I closed away from the window and I looked back and lazily has put in Five Nights at Freddy's 10 times. Ask ChatGPT to... No, we do not use AI in this. I have my own brain, thank you. I don't need to... I have seen this game around. Okay. So it's like Terraria meets Stardew. I'm down with that. Bing co-apply it. Yeah, right. Game of Pwn says Clankers, what game should I play? I can't read right now. I seriously... Alright, so I'm gonna put the poll up, like, right now. Throw in Core Keeper as well. So if you are watching the Twitch stream right now, you have... Oh, right. It's not just a vote. It's you used your channel points to vote. Oh, I see. Should I allow additional votes? Well, there's not very many people in here, so sure. All right. 200 channel points, frames, or whatever per vote. You guys have 10 minutes to choose whichever game you want me to stream for the next game stream. Starting poll now. I think it went. Did it go? Did it do the thing? Did it not? Did it not do it? Fucking shit. How does this work? Also, if you play Mega Man, just stick to the Japanese voice lines, and English voice lines are very bad. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I know that. Don't worry. Oh, it's working? Okay, good. I don't see anything on my end of like, hey, you started a poll. But I guess I did. Dude, Twitch has the worst backend in the universe, I swear. But yeah, if you guys want to vote for a game, voting is up for 10 minutes. Please enjoy. All right, but seriously, I need to get my ass back to work. So what were we doing? Oh, I had to model 2 more environments. And I don't think I have the scenes built. We should absolutely play Mega Man, but with English subtitle, with English VO, and just all suffer. Oh god, my hand. Mountain cliffs. Oh, hold on. Oh, I don't need this anymore. Okay. So, cliffs vertical. I actually do have a scene for that. Let me open that up real quick. Cliffs challenges. No, I think it's over here. Cliffs climbing. No. Cliffs climbing. Maybe that's what it was? Shit. I don't remember my own naming conventions. This is bad. I should be way better about that. Alright, I'm going to assume it's this one. College... Or no, cliff climbing. Bleh. What about FNAF Freddy in Space is similar to Mega Man? I don't know, man. Mega Man... Oh, oops. I should have grabbed a rock while I was over there. That's okay. Five Nights at Freddy's has never really captured me. It just kind of seems like streamer bait. Just a lot of, something to make people scream. Maybe that's what I should do, is I should mix the game stream and the Japanese learning stream at the same time and do, like, do a game that I know, but it's all in Japanese, and I have to figure out what's going on. Like, I'll play Ocarina of Time, but it's all in Japanese. OG Serpent says, what GPU do I have? I have a 3080, if I remember correctly. Lazily excited. I like FNAF because I am too scared to walk around in horror games. In FNAF, you just sit there. Yeah, you just wait for them to come and murder you. Which one has... Oh, it's a basement stairs. That's what the one. I was like, what scene am I trying to go to? I can't remember. Okay, no. Wait. Oh, right. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. I was like, where's all my stuff? I was right. I forgot there's a V2 of this. Stairs to basement V2. Okay, don't save. This is the one I wanted. Good god, that scared me. Alright, I just want a couple of rocks. Just so we're all on the same page, what I'm building now is going to be this stuff, where he's climbing up the side of like a completely vertical cliff face. So this should be pretty quick. I'm literally just going to throw some rocks on top of each other. I'll just grab that rock. It's the same rock I've been using for everything. I didn't even create a new rock per scene. I'm just using the same one. over and over and over again. Don't save. How do I want to do this? Lazily said Alex Honnold? Not sure what that is. Get rid of all this crap. I know I'm not going to need it. I'll keep the trees once again. I just like trees. I need the mountains. Keep the trees. Stairs. Don't need them. Trees. Paneling. Let's get rid of these collections. Boop. Boop. Beep. Bop. Ceiling. Curtains. Foundations. Don't need any of... Come on. Don't need any of this. Oh, let me paste my rock in. And this will be the basis of... Shit, I shouldn't have done it like this. Well, whatever, it's fine. Actually, here. Let's save. Let's go to the mountain scene. Or I'll just go to the warehouse exterior. It's got the mountain in it anyway. We'll see. Let's go back to cliff climbing. Let's move the mountains out of the way. So now we got our mountain. And let me make the skybox bigger because I can't fucking see. And I'm actually going to turn this... Oh, God. I'm going to turn this around with snapping on. You know, it just dawned on me. Leslie said he is a rock climber who did a don't. Oh, he's a rock climber who did a don't see on YouTube. I'm assuming he committed unalive. I really don't care. I feel like I'm not monetized, so I can say whatever the fuck I want. Up a kilometer long climb. No, he lived. What, so he just fell? Dude, that's the thing that kind of annoys me, especially with oops. He free soloed. Oh, and I'm guessing he climbed without ropes. Yeah, and I'm guessing he slipped. That's the thing that kind of really annoys me about I guess this is technically a... Okay, then why don't say on YouTube? I don't know what you mean. The thing that really annoys me is we have a platform that a lot of people watch, but they will demonetize you if you talk about free soloing. I don't give two fucks what YouTube likes or does not like. I don't like their bullshit about robots demanding my personal information so they can tell if I'm a toddler or not. So they can honestly, like, lick my whole asshole. I don't give a fuck about what YouTube wants. If you say it in a video, they instantly demonetize you. Joke's on them. I'm not monetized to begin with, so fuck them. I'm really pissed off at these platforms that a lot of people rely on for things like news, information, like opinion pieces about stuff. So... And we're not allowed to say certain things. Like, when COVID was happening, you weren't allowed to talk about COVID. Does that make any fucking sense? Fuck them. This is not going to work. So yeah, he free soloed a kilometer-tall cliff. You got big balls. Thank you. My balls are normal sized. No, dude, here's the thing is I'm not here to be a content creator. I am here to make an animation series, and I'm here to start a business that makes positive change. So bending over backwards for their useless bullshit only to get pennies down the road is absolutely not worth it. It's not worth my integrity. He's the best free soloer. If they really want to ban me, if they really want to demonetize me, I mean, that'll suck. But I don't think that's worth me compromising what I think is important. Sorry, checking stream stuff real quick. Excuse me. So yeah, I guess our character is going to be doing some free soloing. I didn't even know that was a thing, nor did I know that YouTube is going to throw a fit over it. Ah, no. I don't like this at all. What I really wanted was... Okay, so there's basically 2 points to this composition. There is this first shot where you get like a wide shot of the whole mountain. And that's kind of what I'm trying to recreate with bringing in the mountain geometry. Is like you can get this angle, then I'll put the college over here or something. And then there's the next shot, which is just a flat on with the horizon in the background, just like a close-up of the cliff face. And I'm trying to orchestrate this in a way that one does not get into the way of the other. Lazily says, I'm gonna make the sandwich. Oh, do it. Do it up. Maybe it doesn't need to be that big. I could just do something like this. And these, of course, aren't named because I'm an idiot. Where are these? Oh, they're in the trees layer. Damn it. Oops. So then he's climbing like... Ow. So I'm probably going to do like a panning shot of them climbing up. I'll make it a bit taller. Damn. Damn, I shouldn't have done it like this. Damn! Okay. Are you ready for some copy pasting? I do appreciate how it renames stuff. Yeah, best of luck, Lazily. Hopefully you don't burn your kitchen down. Did I do the right one? Yes, I did. Okay. Yeah, that's soul and damn. I mean, I better have soul. What else do I have? I don't have a job. I don't have, you know, career prospects. You sound like a Southern Baptist church choir. How dare you? Also, I don't think a church choir would ever do damn. Lord Jesus, can I get a hell yeah? That doesn't quite sound right. That is a compliment. I don't know, man. Baptists are interesting. What is that really bad one that happened a while ago? Not the Southern Baptist. I don't remember what they were called. Damn it, that's gonna drive me crazy. There was like some Baptist church. Was it the Westmere Baptist Church? I'm terrible with remembering current events. Oh, my stream's named wrong. Damn it. And Jesus proclaimed, "Fuck you, Satan." Exactly. And then Jesus put Satan in a headlock, in a rear naked choke. Okay, I'm getting obsessive about this scene. I think what I have currently is fine. Let me just put the camera in a better position. Oh, I need the college thing. Let's add a cube. A cube. BRB Lazy has made me hungry talking about the sandwich. Oh my god. We're all going to make sandwiches. I'm also going to put up a poll for what to cook during the cook stream, because I guess I'm going to be doing a cooking stream. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I mean, that's not true. I have an idea of how I'm going to do it, but I'm definitely putting the sandwich on the list. I think school lunches, like bougie school lunches, was another option. Okay, we got the mountains in the background. Let me put the camera in place. All right, I have less than an hour to finish for the day, so we need to wrap this up. I also need to do the hillsides, so the character can run through them. That's actually not too bad, considering I just kind of threw it in real quick. Let me see that again. No, it needs to go more to the left. And this needs... Oh, let's move these forward a bit. And then to the left. Ugh. Alright, let me move the camera forward again. That looks really bad. I gotta figure out how to fix those seams and stuff to make it one contiguous surface. Let me think. I don't have time to think. I need to wrap this up. I need to stop dicking around. I need to do this shit. It's fine. Lazily. And the Lord said, don't you dare have other idols, bitch. Yeah. Wasn't there something in the Bible that was just like, there was like actual wrestling matches? I find that so funny. Yeah. Thou shalt not have false idols, or so help me, I will smack the dog shit out you. A priest swearing would be awesome. I mean, yeah, I would at least trust them a little bit more. It's like, oh yeah, you're a human being. All right, this is good enough. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna save this scene. Here, let me check off my list. So the vertical cliffs are not done because I just remembered one. Fuck. Wait, how do I want to do this? Okay, I forgot to do one thing in one of the other previous scenes. I'm running out of time. I don't know if I have time to do this. Don't give in to temptation, for the devil is a cunt. I mean, I find that a lot more of a convincing argument. I met the devil. That guy's an asshole. The devil's the kind of person who bogards a spliff before he passes it. Obsidian Aurora, you know some of those weird shows that you find that shouldn't work but are, for some reason are very good story? I kind of have an idea of what you're talking about, but give me an example. Okay, so I need to do this. This is super important. I just remembered there is one shot that I have not created yet. I could possibly do it very quickly. But let me do this. I'm now getting a little nervous because I realized Running Hills. I haven't validated this workflow yet, so I don't know how well. Oh, excuse me, this is even gonna work. So I'm a touch nervous if this whole paint over thing is gonna work. It should work. There's no reason it shouldn't. But I like to validate a workflow. Fucking piece of garbage. Before I dive in and commit. Lazily, I should become a preacher. Yeah, you should do it. Become the anti-preacher. That kind of reminds me of how I think in Florida or whatever, they passed a law that said religious chaplains could replace a school can opt to use religious chaplains instead of like an actual school counselor or something like that, which is a fucking terrible idea for a number of reasons. So the Satanic Church came out and was just like, hey, you said religious priests, so the Church of Satan is also going to hop in on this if you pass this law. And I don't really know what happened with that, but that was my favorite way to like counteract that. Obsidian Aurora. Well, I just found the show. It's kind of like Power Rangers, but the heroes get their powers from candy. Interesting. What's the name of that show? God so loved the world that he gave his only son, mofo. You gonna be a bitch, or you gonna dedicate your life to Jesus? Yeah, they should have like a pimp. Be a preacher or something. Alright, doing this should be pretty fast. Subdivide, subdivide, subdivide. And a couple more times. Object mode. I gotta use shortcuts. I have to use shortcuts. You burnt the sourdough? Oh no. Oh, that sucks. How do you burn bread in a toaster? I don't mean to talk shit, man, but man, when you're saying you don't cook, you were not kidding. Gonna need extra mayo and pepper. Toasting it for too long. Well, yeah. I mean, of course, but like the toaster is automatic, isn't it? Or you talk about like a toaster oven. What kind of question is that? Oh, Kamen Rider. Yeah. I know. I've heard of Kamen Rider. I haven't watched it, but I know the name. Let's line this up exactly on the axes. You have a cheap toaster. I always I toast my bread of one of two ways. I'll either toast it in the pan or I'll toast it on derp brain. I'll either toast it in the pan or I'll toast it using my broiler. The broiler is the way to burn it almost every time. But dude, you can just take a butter knife and scrape that off. It's perfectly fine. You don't have to eat the burnt toast. You can make it less burnt. Obsidian. What I'm surprised about is how they did a revenge story, but the one thing trying to get revenge didn't do it because he couldn't continue the cycle. Not 100% sure what you mean. What cycle? Continue what cycle? Oh god. Alright, that's gonna have to do. How's the framing? Terrible. There's the camera. Let's just move it way back. Holy shit, man. Alright. I'm just gonna move it back as far as I can. Tilt it up slightly. Maybe not quite that much. Yeah, maybe just like 1 degree. Oops. OG Serpent back with my single my single roasted oven toasted failed sandwich. Ah, rip. Man, everybody's just having sandwich troubles today. Obsidian Aurora autocorrect. Why do you always mess up my sentences? And basically, he has a vendetta against the aliens because they killed his mother, but the one who killed his mother is now a father. Oh, I do appreciate the drama, the tension there. Let me get this closer to the ground. That's as good as that's gonna get. All right, let's do some sculpting. Actually, I'm gonna raise it back up and then do sculpting was 5? Nope. What was sculpting? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Was it 6? No, I don't think there is a shortcut for sculpting. So I hit 5, and then I can go to sculpt mode. Okay. Cool. That's not my ideal workflow, but whatever. So I want to make concentric hillsides. Oh my god, I can't see them. Just to give it some quick depth. Unfortunately, I could show you guys what exactly I'm building at the moment, but I'm kind of running short on time, so I'm just going to build it out, and I'll maybe show you next time I do a stream. Why is this moving so little? Oh god, I'm going to sneeze. The story is compelling, but it's suited me. The story is compelling. Excuse me. The story is compelling, but his suit is based off chocolate, and his gun shoots chocolate balls. That does sound very familiar. That almost kind of reminds me of like Cutie Honey, but minus like the weird sex stuff. Thank you. Lazily said, "Bless." Lord bless your heart. Why is this not working? What the hell is going on? Wait. The strength is maxed out. Why is this not moving? Shit. I don't have time for this. Grab tool. And God fucking bless thee. Jesus. Obsidian, but here's one question that I want to know. How and why do aliens use humans to make drugs? What? Maybe I should watch Kamen Rider. Oh, here we go. Jeez. Come on! I don't have time for this. I need this to work right now. Fucking Sorry, guys. This is so stupid. Subdivide. All right, can I sculpt it now? Fuck. Shit. I don't understand why this is fighting me so hard. I have to be at like the exact angle. This sucks. Oh my god. Doofenshmirtz? What? You lost me on that one. Oh, what do I got so far? Nothing. You can't even tell. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I don't have time to dick around with this. I literally need to be done in like 45 minutes. And I haven't even gotten to the text. This happens every time. I'm just like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then I get to it and I get down to the nitty gritty and it's like, oh, I have no time to do any of that. Great. So I'm just going to literally place more of the mountain objects. I wanted to do this with sculpting. This is going to look so bad. That sounded like Doofenshmirtz. I have no idea what you're talking about. The dude from Phineas and Ferb. Oh, I used to like Phineas and Ferb. I mean, I didn't watch it very much. It was a little after my time, but I see. Obsidian. The aliens make these things called dark treats, which is made out of humans. It acts like a drug, and I have no idea how they are doing this somehow. There's an interdimensional company making candies. I mean, maybe it'll be maybe it's something that'll be revealed in the anime lore. All right, that's not gonna work. Whatever. This is fine. I really honestly hate this, but I don't want to sit here fighting the what's it called? The sculpt tool for the rest of the day. Let's just do what will work, and then I will just be a sad panda. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can sculpt these. Maybe they'll actually work. Oh, thank Jesus. I don't know why the other one's not working. Here's what I'll do. Okay. I need to speed this up. Never mind. Nah, you're good, man. I just didn't understand. And I haven't watched Phineas and Ferb in ages. I remember liking it. Oh, God. Obsidian, likely will be explained later. I just don't understand why the aliens are turning humans into candy drugs. Because they're evil. Because, you know... Is that faster than clicking? Alright, let's lower that. I just want, like, multiple layers of hillsides. Whoops. Faster. Ah! The skybox is too big. Switch it to negative. I'm gonna really have to like cheat these hillsides. So we got one hill here. Let's go back to... Oh, you can't do that. Subdivide. That should be a little bit easier to... I'll subdivide it again. And then I'll make it bigger. Mode. I think that alien... Lazily said, I think that alien candy drugs is a reference to the role socioeconomic status plays in our day-to-day life at Costco. I mean, I would say you're not wrong, except I'm pretty sure Kamen Rider like predates Costco. Obsidian, and because the main character is half alien, half human, he can use basically whatever kind of candy, pastry, and snack to be used as powerful as power. He has a suit based off of potato chips. Oh, anime. All right, let's wrap this stuff up. Here, let me look at it. Oh, great. Looks perfect. Let me fix the sculpting. Sorry for getting frustrated, but this program likes to test my limits. So I'm just going to make a few hills. Green hill zone, am I right? Maybe levels looks good. It may be burnt, but it's still heavenly. Hey man, that's the thing is like bitter flavors. People poo-poo on bitter flavors too much. I think bitter can be a perfectly valid flavor if it's tempered with other flavors, or it's not like too overbearing. Like there's all kinds of bitter stuff I actually eat on the reg. Obsidian, and the potato chip suit is a power up. His base suit is gummies. It's so weird. It kind of reminds me of what's his name, Sugar Rush from My Hero, like the guy who gets a power boost when he eats sugar. In fact, that might be a straight up ripoff. What is? All right, where's the camera? Oh, yeah, that might be the problem. Obsidian says, I can mess up toast, but not even I can mess up oven roasted, double toasted, microwave chicken sandwich. Well, it sounds like you just did. But yeah, I should do another poll soon for it is perfect and foolproof. Oh, I see what you mean, because like you say it's still good even though you burnt it. I feel like you're trying to form a cult around that sandwich, and it's working. Shit. Oops. How am I doing on time? 40 minutes. We're doing okay. At least I'm moving forward now. Oops. I wouldn't mind being a cult leader. Oh god, what have I done? Shit! Come on, man. How far down do I have to go with this? Yeah, let's just basically flatten it out. Want to join the fan club? Yeah. I'm already in the fan club. I'm 3 points away from being vice president. Okay, we're getting there. Let's smooth her out. Excellent. Yeah, that's the other thing, is nobody who's not in a cult ever says the word excellent. Like, that is cults. That is a cult red flag. If anybody ever says the word excellent to you, like remove them from your life for your own safety. Vice president, as in just Vance Dance, like, oh god, or just Dance Vance. We live in a wacky timeline. How does this look? I don't actually like this. Let me lower this one. Let me raise this one up. What a great guy. Yeah. Salt of the earth. Everybody's favorite everything. Let me lower that hill over there. I need to be done with this. Oh, wait, it's this hill. No wonder it's not going down. Ooh, shoulder's getting tight. I've been going for 3 hours. What has he done wrong? I actually don't know why people don't like him. He's just kind of like a not charismatic character. He was kind of a weird... I mean, like, whatever side of the political spectrum you're on, and we're definitely not going to get into talking about politics, but whatever side of the political spectrum you're on, he was kind of a really weird and not great candidate. People don't seem to like him very much. He said some kind of gross things about his family on a podcast. I'm not really that politically inclined. This is just the bits and pieces that I picked up. I'm not trying to start a debate, don't worry. Yeah, dude, after this last year, I'm just like, you know what? I think politics might not be for me. I think I've done a lot of stress, and it hasn't been fruitful for me. Yeah, I don't know very much about him. All I know is that he was kind of an odd pick, and people don't seem to like him very much. Not for like political reasons, but like on a personal level. Like he is like a charisma vacuum, and he doesn't seem that smart. And it's just kind of like, okay, whatever you think about Donald Trump, like everybody has to look at Vance and be like, him? Why? It's like I said earlier, it is all opinions and everyone is wrong. Yep, 100%. I mean, that's why I don't approach Trumpers with this like vehement hate like a lot of other very left-wing people are. Like, I'm very left-leaning. I wouldn't say, like, I consider myself liberal, but not a Democrat. I'm very leftist. I'm a fucking socialist, first and foremost. But I don't have a lot of hate for people who voted for Trump, because a lot of times, first of all, I don't know that much. Second, I never really get the impression that they're per se racist. Well, sometimes I do. But a lot of them just seem very confused and misguided. And that, I mean, like, you're not helping anybody with your choices, but I also don't feel like you're doing it out of malice, if any of that makes sense. Oh, I should raise the mountain. The best part, we were talking about tribalism earlier. By me just saying that I don't hate Trumpers, I pity them, is already going to get people on both sides of the spectrum pissed off at me. Because I'm not taking a strong stance one way or the other. I don't like Trump. I think he's a fucking idiot and a terrible politician, but I also don't... I shouldn't be talking about politics. This is a bad idea. But I also... Again, I'm not that into politics, so I don't know enough about his policies or the situation to say, no, this is objectively, you're wrong and this is stupid. So, I don't know. It's tricky. I think it's much easier to just say, look, racism is bad, and the oligarchs running the country on both sides of the political spectrum are very problematic. So that's why I prefer to be a lot more neutral about it. Let's just agree on one thing. Racism is bad, food is good. Let's have good food and good conversation, and I think that will fix a lot of the problems in society. Sorry, answering a text real quick. How much time do I have? 30 minutes. All right. And of course, I bring up politics at the end of the stream. All right. I'm going to answer your message, whatever it is, but we're definitely not going to talk about politics anymore. Because, again, I'm not trying to be an influencer where it's all about me and my personality. I'm trying to start a business, and stating political views on either side of the spectrum, no matter how nuanced or level-headed you're being, is never a good idea. So I'm not going to talk about politics anymore, but Lazily said, I think it's funny you say people on the other side of the spectrum are just a little misguided, but everyone says that. That just proves that everyone is wrong and no one knows what's happening. Yeah, exactly, true. And again, I wouldn't even say necessarily they're on the other side of the political spectrum. I can't vote for somebody racist aligned. I just can't do that. But that said, I'm not a huge fan of Democrats either. Like, there's almost as much fucked up shit on that side of the political spectrum as is the other side. I think the real solution is, and this is the last point I'm going to make, we're not talking about politics anymore. The real solution is both sides are using this political tribalism as a way to divide people. Politics is stupid at the end. Yes. Yes, objectively. Government and voting and the rights of people, all that stuff is very important to talk about. But politics, who's popular, the popularity contest aspect of it is fucking dumb. And the point I was going to make was people on both sides of the political spectrum who are in that higher echelon of both government and finances are using this tribalistic dividing down party lines bullshit to divide us from each other. You should be able to have a conversation with somebody who disagrees with you on the other side of the political spectrum, because that's how we both grow and get better. But we've come into this political climate where people are afraid to talk to people on the other side of the political spectrum, not just out of fucking awkwardness, but out of safety. And it's like, that is, like, not being able to talk with people that you disagree with is the most dangerous part of that. Not the idea that this person might be a racist and they might kill me, but the fact that we think they're the other. That's so dangerous, because that means the ruling class has us distracted and divided and so on and so forth. Okay, for real, no more politics. Sorry for bringing it up. It was because of a dumb joke. No, you're good. I definitely want to be somebody who doesn't shy away from topics, especially difficult ones. But that said, politics are stupid and they're very, very tricky. And again, as somebody who's trying to start a business, there basically is no win for me to talk about politics. I'm either going to piss off conservative. I mean, if you're a racist, I don't really need your business anyway. But if you're maybe conservative leaning, you might hear what I'm saying. Sorry, you might be conservative leaning and not necessarily a racist. You might hear what I'm saying and take offense, and then I lose that. And then I lose that aspect. And then somebody on the liberal side might hear that and think I'm not radical enough, and they might go have the same thought. So it's just like, Jesus. Don't worry, I'm only half racist. Are you talking about the sociology thing? It is generic, right? I don't know what you mean by generic. Okay, this one's done. I'm calling this one done. I really, 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 really don't have time to dick around anymore. Okay, all the scenes are done. I need to go through and start adding textures, and I don't think I'll have... Oh, genetic. I'm sorry, I can read. It is genetic. What, stupidity? Oh, you mean racism. I'm sorry, dude. I am in somewhat a panic mode trying to get this shit done. Is racism genetic or in your genes? My dad was racist, so I'm half racist. Joking? Yes, 100%. And I have to make the distinction. I don't think I have enough time to really do the textures in earnest. Fuck, man. But it came out pretty okay, I think. If I move the camera over here... Oh, you know what I'll do real quick? Because I know I have some shots that are shot this way. That is how it works. Yep. I mean, racism does come from your parents, if you think about it. It is learned and it is passed down from generation to generation. So in that regard, it's kind of genetic. Oh, that's too close. Let me move it back. So then when he's running along this way... Oh, these hills are fucked. It doesn't matter. I gotta move on. I'm severely running out of time. I need to stop fucking with this. This is all a joke, by the way. I'm not half racist. I know you're not. Don't worry. I know you're not because you said you're not white. Boom! But I'm not 0% racist either. Oh, Jesus. Let's keep the racist chat to a minimum, please. Sorry, Tex. I'm definitely not gonna get jokes, don't worry. It's one of those things where it's like, I can make a joke about being a bigot or a monster or whatever, and people who know me know that it's only 93% in my racing class, so 7% racist only. I can make a joke about being like a bigot or hating animals or any of this other like reprehensible stuff, and people who know me know that it's a joke because you know me. But strangers on the internet may not necessarily know that, so be careful. Okay. Realistically speaking, I could probably run through... Let's go through all the scenes one at a time, and let's start adding the textures, because I need to stop fucking around. I have 25 minutes. I have 25 minutes, and that's not even including time to like go to the bathroom and stuff. I've got about, what, 20 scenes? Let me check. 21-ish, something like that. I'm definitely not going to get through all of them, but let's take a stab at a few. Oh god, I've got too many of these open. What is this? Oh, we'll render result. This is the Ark of the Covenant. This one, oh shit, I was still working on this one. Oy! Okay. Think rationally. Pause, breathe, think rationally. So tomorrow, I'm starting to feel like this might be getting a little tight, and trying to squeeze in textures might be my perfectionist side, wanting to get everything done. I mean, I got all the environments built out. Sorry, just a second. Build them out. I didn't add the textures. I didn't get to that. But that's pretty fast. Trying to think of what... Should I just call this here and get ready for my stuff afterwards? Or should I try and rush and throw the... Well, that's the answer right there. I shouldn't rush anything. Fuck, dude, I hate having OCD. This sucks. I don't want to... I want to finish it and say, like, yep, it's done, and the stream is over, and thank you so much for watching. I'm going to get off now. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, man. Thanks for good conversation. Thanks for being entertaining, and thanks for the awkward political chat at the end. And fuck Satan. Yeah, and that as well. I'll catch you in the next one, man, and I'll catch you on your stream. Yeah, but you're leaving, and I'm kind of leaning towards maybe I should just call it here. I got all the environments modeled. They just need a texture pass. The Tome of Tales needs a texture. I totally forgot about that. Let me add that to my list. Well, I don't know if that necessarily needs to be done yet. I think what's going to happen is next stream, I need to... Damn it. Next stream, I need to start animating. So... Oh god, why is my fan off? No wonder it's so hot in here. Jesus Christ. Next time, the important goal is to start animating. And that does kind of behoove getting the environments at least placed properly, but they don't all need textures. So maybe what I'll do is I'll start bringing in the environments into the, like doing, taking the screen caps and then I'll bring that into A Sprite or whatever, and I'll start painting over it and see what's missing, and then I could always take another screen cap. Actually, maybe what I should do is just bring in the straight up screen cap. Don't even worry about painting it right now. I can do that another time. What I really need to work on is getting the characters animated in space so it looks right. I am a little nervous about these new 3D perspectives. This might look weird. But hey, I guess we'll see. I've kind of made my bed and I gotta sleep in it now. But yes, I think reasonably speaking, I've only got 20 minutes before I need to meet my people, and I got a good amount of stuff done today. I think this was I think this was a successful stream, and I don't want to mess stuff up by rushing anything. I feel like I say this at the end of every single stream, so I think I'm just gonna call it here, call this done, and in the next stream I'm going to. Excuse me. In the next stream, I'm going to start exporting these environments, bringing them into A Sprite, and I'm going to start animating away. And at a later date, I feel like I'm working off of like incomplete stuff a lot, and that kind of makes me nervous. But let's try to stick to the schedule. I mean, worst case scenario, if it's like, oh, this thing is missing a texture or needs a quick material, I'll just throw that on real fast before I do the screen cap. That shouldn't take very long, and I think that's better than trying to rush it right now. I think that makes more sense. And also, like, my state of mind and whatnot. But, yeah, I think I am going to call it here. I think I'm going to call it for the day and give myself a little bit of breathing room before my next meet. But, yeah, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out for the stream. Thanks for putting up with all the crazy discussions and the nonsense and back and forth. Hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something, and I hope to see you in the next one. All right, take care and have a good whatever day, whatever time it is for you. Later.
Previously